Twitch chats.
It's too early.
What is going on?
Too early.
Oh. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. We are live, and apparently it is too early to be talking about D&D on Pornhub. But anyway,
it's never too early.
Gonna get muted.
On the board. It's never too early.
No. If you are seriously worried about Twitch muting us for our content, and I don't like shouting out other shows because I mean we're trying to promote my show, but go and watch Natural One by Quests and Chaos. I swear to God, how they are still on Twitch and YouTube with the stuff that comes out of their mouth. Pornhub is the least of your worries.
Fair enough.
Why are there 2 Ks on the board?
2 Ks. Oh, there's the second.
Oh
no.
no!
Why am I Kate?
Oh,
no!
fascinating.
Wait, what's
Give me a
happening?
second, and I will fix
Kate.
this.
No, just roll
All
with
right,
it.
so now
It's
we
a
have 2
body
dead
double.
people.
Body double.
Yes. We're growing in numbers.
Oh no.
Crap.
Apparently, I just done goofed it.
By the end of this, we'll all just be a party of zombies. It's fine.
Long
No, it's gonna be an army of case. Everybody's just confused.
It should
What's going
fix
on, guys?
itself in a second or two here.
Oh, goody.
There, it should have updated.
There it is. Amazing.
Thank you very much for picking that up, Ensign. It's appreciated. Anyways, hi everybody. We're live. We are episode number 17 of the Unlucky Rollers podcast, doing our Tyranny of Dragons shenanigans as always. We're just gonna get right into this. So, Extra Life, obviously, as I had said last week, $225 is our current raised amount. We are looking to raise $2,000 for BC Children's Hospital this year as a goal. And the incentive that we have going on right now, and it will get better and better, is depending on donation sizes, it will give the party different... I'm never ever good with the words right off the lip. We'll give a party different advantages and all that stuff. Very similar to what we do with our menu tracker, which we are also revamping very soon. So currently right now, if you guys donate $5 to Extra Life, it gives the players the ability to either roll with advantage or impose disadvantage on the DM for one roll. So, yeah, if you want to see all of our fantastic crew exceed at everything and screw me over, that's how you do that. We're going to do things a little bit differently tonight, so we're going to hop over to Keith, who's going to tell you a little bit about Discord.
Hello there. So we have an open Discord community that you can join. Set up a Twitch. I just knocked over all my dice.
Buddy.
Not just you.
I just knocked over all my dice. Well,
Bravo. What are you doing for an encore, my friends?
we do have an open Discord community that you can join. If you wish to join, you can type in the ! Discord into the chat, and it should pop up with a Discord link that you can click on. There you can talk to us or make new friends through the Discord.
Exactly. And we'll move over to Jess, who is going to tell us about our wonderful music.
Yes, so for music and sound, we use Syrinscape, which can be used for many TTRPG needs, not just Dungeons and Dragons. It's really cool, convenient to use. You can use it online and connect to your friends who aren't in the same physical location as you. Wow. Yeah, so Syrinscape, check that out if you need music and sound.
Beautiful. And the last minute switch up we're gonna do, we're gonna move over to Sam, who's gonna tell us all about our YouTube channel.
Hi. If you want to rewatch or missed our shenanigans live every week here on Twitch, you can catch us over on YouTube. We are up to date up through episode 12. Past that, you can find all of our episodes here on Twitch until we get an upload schedule going. Right now, they're getting uploaded in batches, just as they happen. To get the link, you can type !YouTube in the chat or look up the Unlucky Rollers podcast on YouTube.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit of me. I keep forgetting to send them over to Ensign because it takes forever for my computer to upload them. All right.
When I get them, I bang them out in like, I don't know, done.
Yeah.
No problem.
So,
I need to receive them first.
I need to stop having so much other things that I'm trying to do in IRL life. What is IRL life? Anyways, moving on. What? Yeah, right. It's all about D&D, isn't it?
I can't imagine. I literally just joined another D&D game on Sunday, so I have 3 games on Sunday now.
Nice. Speaking
11 in
of
the morning to like 9 o'clock at night.
Nice.
It's just D&D.
Speaking of D&D on Sundays, you can catch our Curse of Strahd campaign that has been running for almost a year. We are celebrating our 1-year anniversary on Labor Day weekend, so come check us out over there. We are getting very, very close to taking on the tyrant himself, the Overlord, Strahd von Zarovich. So come and watch us, get a sneak peek on how that's going to all play out. We're very close. So yeah, that is on Sundays at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern, same channel as this one is. So yeah, let's get going. So I believe we rolled our d20s for our recap, and it was Keith, I believe, that rolled the unlucky roll. So take it away, Keith.
All right. So if my memory is serving me correctly, which hopefully it is, we started last session with us kind of recovering in the cave. After 2 of us got the smooch of death and almost fucking died.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was great.
Not quite you. But, so 2 of us almost died. The kiss from a succubus. Anson kind of got shit beat out of him, but he was the one that killed the succubus. Our companion Keo is currently going through a lot right now because he had struck some of us with his blade, which apparently was against his own personal oath and not the oath to his blade. So he currently is unable to properly wield it. Kate got a memory back. I immediately started to talk to Anson, Elandrius. That's his name. Asking Elandrius to pull up his sleeve so that Keith can see the mark that Ensign currently has, but different because it's more silvery, unlike Ensign's, which is only the blue ones, no doubt. And then we left the cave. We went back to Greenest. We kind of did a little bit of splitting up. We got to see Vess be the social face for the crowd since we left her with them. We all allowed it was just her, so she put on that noble facade.
Disgusting.
Ensign went to go talk to the monk. Turns out the monk already left, but he left his horses in a cart. And the rest of us went to talk to Escobar, the dwarf that runs Greenest, or did. We don't know yet. We don't know if that's changing. Drunk off his fucking ass. And then we intimidated him. He started crying. So hopefully he slows down on that drinking. If he doesn't, we're going to come back and take some kneecaps.
I think you're gonna have to pay Ensign a lot of gold to ever come back to this town. Just FYI.
I don't need it.
I mean, let's be honest here. If Escobar's being a fuck, and I find out, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna take off every finger individually, knuckle by knuckle.
Yeah, I think that's just the quick little summary of what happened last session. Overall, it wasn't too eventful.
Yeah, so as you guys also recall, Leosin, the monk that you guys had rescued from the dragon hatchery, had taken off earlier before your arrival, and had left some provisions for you on the eastern side of town, up near actually our old buddy Storm's repair shop. So there is a barn there with horses and carriage that are all sitting there waiting for you. And I guess that's where we'll kind of pick it up as everybody is kind of slowly reforming back together and making their way east out of the eastern gate of Greenest.
I mean, at least he lived up to his word.
At least. It's a full day ahead of us, so I'm not sure even this is going to help us catch up.
This really isn't a good idea, you know that?
Which part?
I'm gonna
Going back
get
to
hung.
Elfrel, or not if I have anything to say about it.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I could dress you up a little bit, change how you look.
That's only gonna go so far, Kay, if you realize that.
If you
The
keep
second
your
her-
mouth, if
the
you
second
keep your
her
mouth
fa-
shut,
that I'm back in town, he's gonna send somebody out to hang my ass.
Listen,
Say
if they want me
quiet.
back at all, I'm not going to go if you're in danger. We do hold some power here.
Oh my god. This is gonna be the worst trip back to El Terrell since the last couple times.
You say that every time.
And it just keeps getting worse every single time we go back.
Because you keep doing more and more every time we go back.
But your family are a bunch of dicks.
Yes, I know,
Yeah,
but sometimes you just have to bite your lip and shut up.
yeah,
Yes,
What,
Kay.
Faith?
well, exactly what Vesh just said. Sometimes silence and a smile is the best thing you can do.
No smiling, that won't get you anywhere. Not with my father, anyway.
That's gotten me far enough, and I'll continue to do it.
We could always do the reverse thing where, I don't know, we send in something that's absolutely worse than Ensign, and then once it disappears, Ensign looks like a godsend.
I mean, I'm probably
I
the
don't-
worst to even let in to begin with, so if I need to hold my tongue, Kay, you need to stop me from hitting people.
I mean, I can.
No, you're gonna
What?
need to.
Let's
All
just
right,
call
then.
it a team effort, shall we? We all
Yeah.
lean on each other, however long we have to be there for, and we get out as quick as possible.
All right. I don't see a problem with that.
All right.
That
If somebody
said,
says any fucking. Okay, who's riding a horse? Who's sitting in the fucking cart? Who can ride a horse to begin with?
Kate gets on his
I
horse immediately.
can.
That's what I was
Okay,
saying.
okay, yeah, would show off.
I mean, you can attach the cart to my horse.
Yeah, it'll be easier for travel and we can travel longer because it's all.
I mean, the horse thing. Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, I'll ride my own horse.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys also want to get some rest, you can.
How big is the cart? How many of us can fit is maybe also
cart
a question we
is-
should ask our DM.
The cart is big
How
enough for
many of us can
six.
fit in the cart?
You are muted.
I don't know why Zoom
Hey,
is
Kyle.
being a pain in the butt.
How many of us can fit in the cart?
6 people can fit in the cart. So the cart is comfortable enough for you guys all to cuddle,
there we
puddle,
go.
sleep it at night. You guys can
Never
use it as
leaves the
camping,
cave.
or you guys, can camp out on the snow, whichever. That's up to you guys.
cool.
There is overhead compartments for all of your weapons, gear, and backpacks. It's a quite substantial cart. It's almost like the cart. The cupboards in the cart are their own individual bags of holding.
Magic cart. I'm still riding my own horse though.
Cool.
Does it
We
look
attach the
like
undead horse to the cart. There's still another horse, or at least 2, so I want my own.
I don't know if this cart is really built for someone with wings.
I mean, you could just sit on
get in the
top.
way if I'm not sitting on a stool or something.
Would you prefer
Keep
to
your
be
eyes
on
in
the
the
other
sky.
horse?
I mean, how long can you fly before you get tired?
Not as long as a horse. That's for sure.
That's pretty
Not as
fucking
fast
cool.
as a horse either.
Might I suggest riding on my back? I will change into my bear form and travel alongside.
You could ride a fucking bear.
If that is agreeable to you, I'll gladly take you up on your offer.
Not the first time,
bears,
not the last.
And there's no way we're gonna get jumped on the road with the skeleton horse, a bear.
I actually don't think
then-
a skeleton horse or a bear would. It actually might scare off people who would jump.
That's what I said. That's what I meant.
I think people are to do something instead. We're going to be looked at as the band. I don't like that.
Well, get used to it. You're going to be looked at like that as soon as we cross the gates into Eltro. So call it practice, shall we?
I mean, Anson, have you seen your quads? Your quads are terrifying. You could kick somebody's head off.
Don't hurt the horse, please.
Okay.
That
I'll
you're
be
gonna
nice to
riding.
the horse, fine. Okay, jeez, but I mean, probably run faster than the damn cart if I needed to. Actually,
Anson, no.
ideas for later. Ideas for later. Don't worry about it. It's just I have something in mind if Elturel comes around.
Yeah. Alandris kind of looks at all of you and says, I'll be up ahead, up in the skies scouting. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be about 6 days before we get where we want to go, so buckle up. And as you guys kind of slowly amalgamate and make your way up to the barn where the carriage and horses are ready for you, you also a couple of the town civilians come up to you and they drop down this fair-sized sack. You guys, they kind of look at you and say, Leosin insured us to make sure you had enough rations for 6 days worth of travel, as well as any other provisions you needed. So here, and don't worry, this bag will hold it all. You guys also can fight over who gets the actual bag of holding, as you guys are receiving a bag of holding from Leosin.
I'll be responsible for the bag of holding.
Leosin is a planner, clearly.
I mean, he's a harper.
Yes, given the order he's from, this is likely not his first horse show.
Ensign, as you take a look into the bag of holding, you will also notice that there are 3 two-man tents, about 100 gold pieces for any potential expenditures, over and above what he had promised that he was going to give you for saving his life, which I do believe was 50 gold each.
So I got 3 two-man tents and 100 gold in the bag of holding.
Plus, over and above, plus the additional 50 gold each that he had left for you with a note
50,
saying, thank you for
100.
saving my life.
50, 100, 150, 200.
So there's 250, 350 gold.
350 gold in total.
Sorry, Haley, you get none of this.
I have
Okay,
all
cool.
I need.
350 gold, and then 3 two-man tents in the bag.
Yep.
Awesome.
Does that note actually say thank you on it?
Yes. I think it does.
Weird. Well, it's probably because he couldn't bring himself to say it out loud.
I mean, he was a
Nielsen's.
stubborn fuck.
Leoson's really not that bad. He kind of gets an idea in his head, and if somebody comes along and wrecks his well-laid plans, it puts him in a bit of a mood. He'll be fine when you see him in Elturel. I can promise you that.
That's good.
Good to know.
All right. Sure. I'm gonna hawk this in the car. I'll be right back. Pick it up. Pick up the big sack and throw it in the cart.
Well, shall we set off then? Is there anything else you guys wanted to do before we put some miles between this town and our next destination?
No, I want to get out of here as fast as fucking possible.
Darren, as you, another thing you did notice in the bag of holding that you didn't notice right away is there is a keg of your favorite ale.
I'm assuming just a tiny little guy.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, because it can
not
only
like
fit
a
in
big,
the mouth of
not
the
a
bag.
barrel, but a keg. Like, you know,
A
a
little
half
keg.
keg.
Half keg.
There's, yeah, you know, enough for
It's like
probably.
a Heineken, you know, one of those little ones
Yeah.
you get.
I mean, there's basically enough in there that you could have yourself a drink or two a night and nobody else, and you could get all the way to Elturel with some left. If you wanted to share it with the party, or yeah. So
Noted.
got it.
I tell nobody about the keg, but the tents and the gold I will say something about.
Oh,
You know, the first night that you whip it out, my 22 passive is going to see you.
the man that never
We'll cross that bridge when it comes.
Told you pass.
No, I don't. You know, Anson doesn't look into the future very often. Just does.
I mean, you could be
Accurate.
drinking it right beside Kate, and she probably wouldn't even notice it smells like ale because her perception is literally such shit.
The last thing Elandra says to you guys all before he shapes into his raven form to take to the skies is Burdusk is about 3 days travel from here. Then Scornubel will be next at a day and a half, and then the final leg will be from Scornubel to Elturel. Scornubel, I think, is the only town we will have to be extremely worried about.
What is the worry?
There is some activity going on there. There's a lost item that a group of people are looking for.
All right.
Place called a strudel?
What?
What's a
I mean, that just makes
strudel?
me hungry.
I believe the
No, the name of
Also
the name of the
make fun of
town.
Oh, Scornubel.
Noodle.
Ah, Nooble.
Nooble.
And like
Nubel.
Nobel, but with a U.
Hey, give up.
New, and then a bull that's ready to ram you with its horns.
Yes. Score as in like score a goal. New as in like new shiny, and yes, bull. But yeah, anyways.
Or Nooble.
I would also suggest that we all keep an eye out. I mean, I will do my best and try and report back as often as possible, but keep an eye out. These roads are treacherous.
All right, I hope you're more perceptive than I am, Keel, because I'll be perfectly honest, perception, I'm easily distracted. Let's just put it that way.
I've got
not
good
too bad.
ears. I can keep an eye out.
Come on, I used to hunt bandits on the road. If people perceive me to be a bandit, it makes it that much more fun.
So, as you guys are getting ready to get in the cart and make your preparations to leave, you see a crowd gathering around you, looking to see you off.
I thought I dealt with them already.
Did you deal with them or encourage them?
I sent them
Fuck
on
it,
their
I
way.
just get on the horse and
They're all waving at you. See you
Oh,
again,
disgusting.
heroes!
I don't want to put up with this anymore.
I get the feeling it's only going to get worse, and I'll mount my horse and ride out.
Might I suggest finding another name for yourselves, and then maybe they'll stop calling you heroes.
And with that, Keo will shape into his bear form, waiting for Kadreen to get on his back.
Yeah, she will.
Kith will hop onto his horse and just like, once it's like hooked up to the cart and everything, it's like, all right, well, hopefully Hanson doesn't get too far ahead of us.
Also, one of the civilians, as you guys are all getting into the cart, one last thing, and they hand you another bag. We should have mentioned. Leosin says you should all probably change into something that is not so recognizable on the road. And there is clothes in this bag that will fit all of you. Maybe snugly, maybe not so snugly. Leosin kind of only got a general idea of what size you guys all are, so...
I still have a set of clothes on me. I'm good.
Keith definitely needs to
have my bag.
After getting essentially blown up by a half dragon, Keith is desperate need of new clothes. So yeah, Keith will happily take a set.
Yeah, you guys are all covered in blood and viscera and guts and succubus matter, and you guys probably smell a little, pretty bad too. So yeah, there's new adventurers clothing in there for all of you. I mean, it's just, yeah. Anyways, and you guys set out in the cart with Kadreen on Keel's back. And we're going to fast forward this a little bit unless there is something you guys want to talk about on your first day of travel.
Negativo Stratego.
So you guys, traveling, it's about 10 a.m. in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning when you guys finally set out. And you guys do a fair chunk of travel, about 6 hours worth. Obviously, we know that it is middle of winter, so the days are very, very short. One thing, Vess, that you should probably know right now with your passive perception is that the second sun / moon, or floating orb, or whatever we want to call it, isn't nearly as bright as it has been days previous.
Noted.
So as the day starts to come, into darkness around the dinner time hour, you notice firelight in the distance.
Think that might be a problem?
Does it have to be? Can't we avoid it or something?
I mean, we can avoid it. I don't want to get into anything right now. I'm tired.
Yeah, I mean, it might not even be like anything bad. It might just be travelers just trying to stay warm.
All right, we'll take a close look.
We could just not find out.
You know I want to find out. Of course,
Yes,
I want to know what's
I
going
know.
on. I mean, if it's okay, here's this. Stop. Get off the horse. Start like. Just not that quiet. So be quiet. Start running.
You're never quiet.
Start
You're
squeaking.
always loud.
No, at this point, I'm not wearing my armor.
Or did we stop for a tea
I
break
wore
and
my
you
armor on
took
the
like
second
10
day.
minutes to de-armor yourself?
It only takes 1 minute if you get somebody to help you.
Well, good point.
I would have taken
Yeah.
if we're traveling. I would have taken it off at some point. Like, this is just too fucking heavy, right? So now, if you notice, Ensign's just wearing like it's half fur and half a military uniform.
One hell of a beat up.
Looks much smaller
uniform.
now. So
Right?
his legs don't add up.
Yeah, no,
Just
his legs
die.
are horrifying.
Just thighs. So yeah, I'm gonna run around and see what's up with this firelight.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and be quiet.
So I'll get you to roll me a stealth roll then. Is anybody else going with Ensign?
17.
I will, because I don't
Cade-
trust him to not do something dumb.
Cade will fly above.
Okay. At some point, Alandris would have noticed that the cart had stopped. He's kind of flown back and he's kind of perched atop the cart while you guys make your investigation. I'll get a stealth roll from you as well, Samara. Samara, wow, I'm calling you by your actual name, Vess.
Weird.
I
I'm
know,
here
right?
now.
Yeah, Samara, it's canon. She's just in the land of Faerun.
I would die immediately.
I think we all would.
I am not.
We would all
19.
be commoners with maybe a little bit more health. A 19? Okay. Kadrine, you don't have to worry about it. You're up in the sky, depending on how high up you are, I guess.
If I'm trying to sneak up on something, I'm going to make sure I'm high enough to hopefully not be spotted.
Yeah, so I mean, so the one thing that you guys notice about this fire is there's no trees around it. It's along the side of the road, but it's not like a normal sized campfire. It's quite odd how big the size of it is. But as Ensign, Vess, and Kadrine get up close to it, you start noticing that there are tents set up. There's been logs that have been kind of dragged up around the campfire, and it looks like it is a campsite that has been set up very recently, and this fire looks like it has not been lit more than 20 or so minutes by the looks of the cinder from the logs.
So lit recently, but there's no one around it?
Correct.
I think this almost outdoes your creepy level.
Oh, that's impressive, actually.
I mean, maybe for
Or maybe I'm
everybody
just
else, not
losing
for
my
me.
touch.
No, like I said, not for me, maybe everybody else, but it's a big ass spire. It's like somebody.
I don't understand why there's no one by it, if it's so recent.
I'm gonna reach into my pocket, grab my scrap of metal, and just keep it in my hand. I'm gonna slowly approach, kind of keeping in the darkness as much as I can. I'm a little weirded out by nobody being around.
Okay. So you make your way slowly up towards the campfire. Vess, do you follow him?
Yes, but at a distance.
Okay. Kadrine.
When I get
Nope.
to a point just within the fire, I'm gonna pump out a health sight, extend my awareness, see
Okay.
if anybody's hiding invisibly.
So you obviously see the same old shadowy like images that you normally do, and with your health sight, can you see physical form? Can you see what they look like?
You know the location of creatures within 60 feet of you using magic to hide or disguise themselves.
Okay,
So I just know where they are.
Okay, you see 5 more solid-looking essences, I guess we'll call them then, about 30 feet in away, where there is a couple of trees. This map is not to scale, by the way, folks.
Stop.
Yeah, we'll move that over there then. How about that? Kadrine. As Vess, or as Ensign is scoping out and using his health sight, you see a person, or some sort of creature, humanoid looking creature, approaching you guys from the northern side of the road, from like the north downwards towards you guys in the south.
All right. I will fly within whatever distance I have to be to cast the cantrip message. 120 feet.
You can probably do it from where you are.
Yeah, I can probably do it from where I am. Down at, we'll just say Ensign. And I just say, there is a traveler on the road approaching.
Sorry, retconning this. I need you do not see that image. You do not see that person on the road, son of a bitch.
Just kidding. There's no person on the road. Cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
Kate, why are you fucking with me?
I don't know. A voice from the heavens told me to do it.
I think that's your inner. That's this thing called your conscience.
You get closer to it, and it looks like it's a bear.
What? Oh my god.
It's a bear.
What? Kia, what are you doing?
I scare
here?
the bear away. Unless it's Keo. If I recognize it's Keo's bear, I won't. But
No, Keo stuck with the cart. Alandra stuck with the cart.
Or to
the
weirder
figure-
sight, there's a bear on the road.
I'm not worried about a goddamn bear.
This is
Are you-
horrible. This is so
Is it-
horrible.
is
I
it-
told you I was gonna ruin this so bad.
Is it strange to you that there's just a bear on the road,
I'm not worried about
using the
bear.
road as a road?
Maybe some bears are fucking smart, okay?
I'm just watching them point at each other and message silently back and forth.
Yeah, I'm just like flapping my wings above you, pointing downwards.
What are they doing over there?
All right.
Look,
So,
Vess.
because we're retconning the crap out of that, we're back to Ensign. Ensign, you see these 5 essences
Yeah.
30 feet away
Yes.
from the campfire.
Vess.
I come up closer. What?
There's something hiding over by the fire, 30 feet off to the side in those trees.
Any idea what they are? Bandits?
I just know where they are, and
Right.
they're more solid than all the other ones. That's still freaking me the fuck out.
Worth checking out, or should we back off?
Might be an ambush. Might not be an ambush.
If it's an ambush, I would rather back off and have us in numbers than the 2 of us and Cade above.
Okay, you go get the rest. I'm gonna keep an eye on them. I'm just gonna sit right here and watch.
You won't strike first.
I make no promises, but I'll play nice.
I suppose there's a first time for everything. I'll go back and let the rest of them know.
Oh, welcome back.
Apparently, so there's no one and nothing around the campfire up there. Tents all set up. Ensign can sense, see, whatever. 5 beings, figures, something, hiding behind a tree. We're not sure what or why. There's perhaps a bear in the area who's not Keo. That doesn't seem all that important. But the 5 figures do.
Well, I mean,
Could be an ambush, could not be, but I thought perhaps our full numbers together, just in case, would be better.
I think if we just honestly stroll up going through with a skeleton horse at a bear and a flying person, if they jump out, I think they might be suicidal.
I mean, if
Just
they are hiding from us, maybe they just don't want to be seen.
Good, let them hide and we can just keep going. I don't know why everything has to be a fight or something.
I say we just keep going.
Good, let's go
Yeah,
pick
and
Ensign and Cade up then.
Yeah, let's go.
We can just go up there. It's not like we have much back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just still on a horse, has the cart. So it's like, why are you doing that?
Cluck clunk, cluck clunk, cluck clunk, cluck clunk.
Okay,
So
so
as you guys move up closer and closer to where the campfire is, your hell site ensign still, they haven't moved. I know that it doesn't last that long, but we'll just
No,
for
it
the case of-
only technically lasts 6 seconds.
yeah.
But
So for this case, though, yeah, you don't.
I'd still
they're
just be
not
like,
moving.
I'd still just be staring at it like, I know you're there. Move. I dare you. Come on.
And
Let's
sorry,
go.
Kadrine,
Yeah.
did you come down to the ground to talk to Ensign, or did you stay up in the air?
No, I was staying up in the air to try to keep an eye on this weird ass bear that was on the road.
Can we forget about the bear?
The bear is now canon forever.
You could have said a tree or literally
Anytime I
anything that
retcon,
wasn't
was it another
a
bear?
creature.
Yup.
It was a tree. Or a
Okay, I gotta retcon this. Oh, okay, it was a bear.
You're wrong.
Why is there a bear in a dungeon? I don't know. It was a bear.
Here's the thing, there were
over there.
2 retcons, so that's one too many for Kate to keep track of. Okay. No, I mean, Cade, regardless of whether or not there was a bear on the road ever, she would still be above, just keeping a lookout, or Cade's version of a lookout, which involves a lot of looking, then noticing a shape in a cloud, and then looking again.
And how far away from the campfire would you say you are?
Well, I was recently talking to Ensign, but I probably flew like, I don't know. I would say I probably flew like this way, where the cliff is, because I don't want to be like floating right over the road or something like an angel of death.
I heard that.
We
I
had the
did
dice roll.
too.
Yeah, I heard that.
So, I need you, Cade, as you are kind of looking back towards Ensign, who is closer to the campfire. I need you to make me a history check, please.
History check.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm not bad at that. Let's see. 12 plus whatever I add to history, which is 7. Wow. Okay.
Fucking fantastic there.
19
Chad.
then.
Beautiful. Okay.
You rolled a 12?
So
Yeah, plus 7.
things aren't
Okay.
adding up for you, Kadrine. You look at this fire, like as you glimpse back at the fire, and we're talking to Ensign, you keep staring back at the fire and staring back at the fire, and it hits you. You saw red wizards use campfires of this size for teleportation.
Oh, Cade's eyes go wide. And she's going to again cast message in Ensign's direction. Ensign, I remembered something from. This fire reminds me of something from my past, and it's not. We should leave it be. Very powerful. Powerful wizards use these as teleportation magic.
And you would also know that for it to be properly used, that it has a range of about 150 feet. That this spell isn't for, like it's not a dimension door where you can travel so far.
Mhm.
It's for quick tribal jaunts, and it can be used as long as campfires are roughly this size.
All right, so I would know that at any given time there could be like a red wizard, for example, that pops up within 150 feet of this fire.
How do they use fire for teleportation? I don't understand. Actually, I don't understand magic to begin with, so let's not get into it.
I just spell casting. I do rudimentary spell casting. Teleportation is not my specialty either, but what is my specialty is knowing when you should make yourself scarce. And, as much as I would like to encounter maybe one red wizard all alone by himself, with a group of people around me to back me up. I do not want to encounter. I do not want the opposite to happen. And it very well could, if we are too close to this fire, or, to be perfectly honest, any fires like it. Is there anyone down there that you can see?
Can I roll perception for that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I will. 12.
So you don't hear any odd sounds. It's quite quiet. You might hear like some small cracking branches from some small animals, but you don't sense that there is anybody in your in the near vicinity. However, there are the matter of the 5 individuals that are magically hidden.
Outside of the ones that I noticed that were magically hidden, I haven't hidden anybody else's here, and have seen nobody.
Do you see any detail on the ones that are hidden? Any detail at all? Or is it just like
I can
shapes?
just tell you where they are. It's like a shadow.
Well, all I have to say is if they are magically hidden, I can't say that I'm convinced that they're not red wizards, and
Okay, I am gonna slowly back the fuck out of here. Stealth roll. 20 for a 22.
Nice.
I literally just like lean back and like do the backwards crab walk. And just,
It's like you've gotten so proficient with your armor, and because
I'm
you
not
really
wearing
don't
my
want to
armor.
be- Oh, that's right. You were able to just like, even the snow crunching under your feet sounds like you're walking on pillows. Like, whoa. There's no sound, and you are able to sneak your way back to the party.
Who was pulling up, by the way? We were coming up this whole entire time.
I just see him and I'm just like, turn around, go that way, go back that way.
We should all absolutely listen to that if he's saying to retreat.
Okay.
Keo pipes up. Unfortunately, there's no other road.
We could just give it a wide berth, perhaps?
I don't know if the cart could
I'm gonna start
trudge through
crab
the
walking
snow.
back the other way, keeping up my natural 20 stealth because I don't want to lose this.
Depending on how wide the berth is, the snow can get pretty deep. The cart might get stuck.
I say we just
Just
go.
Go through really fast and don't
Yes.
stop no matter what.
Yes.
and about that point, Cade would coast down out of the sky.
How close to the fire would you be when you do that?
I mean, I would be wherever the cart is, because I'm not gonna like stay here by myself by the red wizard teleporting circle. As fun as that sounds, and as eager as Cade would be to encounter again, just one red wizard. Yeah. So wherever the cart is, so will Cade be at this point.
Hey, Cade, we're gonna cut it. We're gonna go through.
That actually might be our best option. I was telling Ensign that fire is used as a teleportation circle for very powerful. Well, not all of them are. They think they are often powerful wizards, and they're not friendly. It's hard to describe. You don't want to encounter them.
Look. It doesn't matter who they are. Can we just like go
If
through
we-
and avoid? If the longer we're here and you say they're dangerous, might be a problem.
Just
You're right, it would be, but they can also appear within quite a good range of this fire, so even after we get past it,
Can we end up
sorry,
getting teleported?
Let me just clarify quickly here, Kadrian. They need another fire to be able to do the teleportation. So you would know that they need another fire 150
and it
feet.
it doesn't look like there is currently another fire going.
That is correct.
Right now.
Yes.
Right now they only have one half of the puzzle, which means that there's probably more elsewhere
You guys
trying to construct the other
getting on
part.
my horse.
And by puzzle I mean fire. So,
Oh, they're gonna gun it. It'll be
so
fine.
this is the only road. Just keep going, and I'm going to I'll just be in the carriage, however uncomfortable that may be.
It's fine. I'm in here. It's good.
Great, don't I'm just going to lay on the floor, if you don't mind. Are there windows in this carriage?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, there's
Cade's like,
one off.
I'll just be
there's,
laying on the floor if you don't mind.
So the carriage has two opening like barn French doors off the back, and it has a window in each one, and then there's also like a sliding barn door off the side that kind of pushes out and then slides. So
Like some
when you
fucking
close
Wild
it,
West band shit.
it's a
Are
pretty
there
cool
any
wagon.
curtains?
Yeah.
Curtains or blankets or something to cover windows in here so I don't have to lay on the floor?
You would know that the bag of holding has all of that kind of stuff that you would need. There was preparations for two-man tents. I'm going to say that there was also sleeping bags in there.
The bag of holding would be in the cart. I wouldn't have it on me. Hey,
Oh, the floor
Yes.
will just have to do, honestly.
Why are you laying on the floor? You sleepy?
Yes.
isn't she acting a little
Yes.
weird?
Yes, she is. But we all have secrets, and perhaps right now, by the very powerful wizards and teleportation magic, we should not confront her about said secrets. God knows you and I have plenty of secrets.
I don't have that many, actually. I hunt people for devils.
That's true, you did tell us about the deal with all 9 devils of the hells.
Archdevils, thank you very much.
I hate that you sound proud of it.
I'm starting to appreciate it a bit more.
This cart isn't
Again.
moving, and I feel like it should be. What the hell is?
A discussion for later. Let's go.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Okay, so you guys are getting back in the cart
sorry,
then.
Cade.
It's only me and Kadrian that are in the cart, and then Ketch is in the
so-
front.
So you guys got back in the cart before everybody else did.
I'm on my
And-
horse.
Yeah, I'm on my horse.
And
Yeah,
who
it's
is
horse
reaching
mounting
into the
up
bag
my
of
horse.
holding? And who is reaching into the bag of holding to grab the blankets out for Kadrine? Or is
Nobody
Kadrine going
is
to do
because
that?
Catering's just going to lay on the floor.
Okay.
Want a blanket?
I'm not going to sleep, Valzana. Just, I don't. It's better if I'm not seen. That is
We're moving, right? As this
Yes,
conversation
we're
is
moving.
happening. We're moving.
Yep, okay.
Okay.
Bitch, I said yeah.
All right.
The end all be all.
Everybody roll me a D100.
Fuck!
Wow, my luck with these are just great.
Okay.
54.
Okay.
87.
Okay. What'd you get?
90.
Okay. Valzana?
85.
85?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. And last but not least, Case, what did you roll for your D100?
1 second.
I don't even think I rolled the right dice.
Did you roll 2 D10s?
2 d10s. Yes.
Okay.
No. Oh. I got a 80 on one and a 30 on the other, and then I thought I rolled it wrong, so I rolled another die.
How did you?
Are
I'm
you rolling
confused.
2 percentile dice? What?
I think I just did.
I mean, you can do that. Just
Oh,
take
yeah.
zeros off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just gotta
Sorry
remember.
about that. So D100 you said?
Yeah.
72.
I'm just gonna go with my 85 because I don't know what I just did.
Not what a 72 will do, but
I think I was still the lowest.
So as you guys send the cart off and you pick it up, or get it to pick up speed and try and take off as quickly as possible, you do a fairly good job of getting yourselves by, but as you go by, two people are up behind the back of it, and you see as these missiles start launching towards the cart itself. Now, just so you guys all know, the cart has an AC of 15, and the HP of the cart is 150. It is considered a constructed building. It is immune to things like psychic damage. It is immune to psychic damage. It is vulnerable to fire, bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing. So
Somebody get me a siege weapon. I'm gonna break the cart.
Pretty much, right? So as the missiles come shooting towards you, these are magic missiles, so I need a bunch of D4s. 1 second here. Does somebody want to just keep an eye on the HP of the cart for us while we're doing this?
I'm on it.
Perfect. Thanks, buddy. A mending spell will repair it like 30 HP per mending spell. I mean, it's a cantrip, so you can pretty much mend it.
Still takes a minute though, so you gotta sit there for a little bit. Just like mend. Yeah.
You have to say it every time too.
All right, so as 6 magic missiles come launching towards the cart, it's going to be 6, 9, 10, 11 points of damage to the cart as they just thud, 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 thud into the back door.
The fuck was that? And I'm extremely stupidly open to peek out.
Go faster.
Why would you need to open the door? There's a window.
Oh yeah, there's a window. I forgot.
No. Somebody hits my fucking cart.
Who is quote unquote driving the cart?
Kate.
Technically Kate, because Kate's on the horse that's pulling the cart.
Okay, I need another D100 roll from you then, please. If that is what you want to do, is go faster.
Let's go faster. 64.
All right, so with this,
per hour.
You guys are able to get another 30 feet ahead. As you guys are definitely running a little bit faster than these two men on foot. However, 3 more men have joined the fray from the distance of about 60 feet that you guys can see.
Like, the literal fuck is this?
Can Volzon, who's looking out the back, see them?
Oh yes. You see 4 robed red-robed wizard humanoids, and you see another one that is very similarly dressed, but it looks more ornate. Almost looks like the leader of the other 4.
Hey, yo, there are 4 red wizards. I remember you talking about that.
There are 4.
She literally just told us.
Red wizards.
5. But
red
one looks weird. So,
Volzana, history check, please.
history check. Okay.
Yes, they're attacking the cart.
Not everything has to be a stop and fight. I would rather just go.
I feel like this is
We've almost
gonna
died
be
a lot
a
of
go
times.
situation.
18.
What?
18.
18. So the guy that looks different than the rest, you think back, and when you were a spider, crawling through the caves of the Dragon Hatchery, you remember seeing this exact man talking, standing with that Frulam Mondath lady in your
I'm going to
investigation of the cave.
I'm going
Are
to
you in the cunt?
kind of like run to like as far to the front of the cart as possible and go, "Hey yo, it's the people, it's the dude back from the eggs."
Oh, now I have to. Come on.
God.
Now they're cultists.
Damn
Now
it.
they have to die.
Kate
God.
curses as you like kick her shin, running to the front of the cart.
Keiko will stop the car. Like, Ensign, you're going back to fight, aren't you?
What?
Cultists.
No, don't.
You think I can stop Ensign right now? He's on his own horse.
I was talking to the head lady. We need to get that motherfucker.
No, we need to absolutely leave if he has backup.
It's just 4 others.
All right, we got to
Kate,
sure
if
just
I could
just
just
4.
hit-
What are you
Hey,
guys
wizards.
doing? You guys have... What are you guys
How
doing?
well do you...
Surprise,
if
a woman
Cade
is now in your
knows
cart.
Them, a what?
Balzana, you start seeing the head wizard starting to do some somatic hand motions.
If Cade knows these people and Cade says they're too
you a
powerful and
part
too
of the
dangerous, we
cart?
should listen to her.
I would also. I'm going to recommend that you leave. They're quite scary people.
Who is this? How did you get here?
Like I said, do we have a? Is there like a
I don't
cart?
think we have time for this. I think you should go.
No,
Are you
there's
the
no.
bear?
Do we need to kill her?
You watch Carter as you're looking. You see fire starting to well up
Oh,
in
God.
the leader's
Go.
hands.
Motherfucker, just a second. The fuck did you come from?
We can talk about that while we're leaving.
Cade,
I think this is
drive the cart. Drive the cart now.
Kate's going to go
drive.
full speed. Kate's going to go full speed.
Okay. Another D100.
It's weird when you say his name. I know I just said it, but it's much weirder when you call him his
Well, I
name as if
think
you're familiar with him.
Ah, nah,
I'm so
that's not a
familiar
good
with
roll.
him.
22.
Why are you familiar with him?
Get off the
You're
floor.
able to get
I'm
another
familiar with
30
you.
feet ahead, which puts it at you're 90 feet away from these wizards. However,
That's not far enough
as
for.
that happens, the lead wizard unleashes the energy, the fire energy from his hands and erupts a fireball on your guys' cart.
Goddamn.
So
that's
I
a
need
dexterity save.
everybody to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Mm.
With disadvantage due to the fact that you guys are all in the cart.
I'm on a horse.
I'm on a horse.
You're
Only
on,
2 of
okay.
us are in the cart.
It's Kate. Kate is driving the car.
Yep, so
I'm
Kate is
in
driving.
it. Kadreen is in it, and I'm fussing at Kadreen and this lady.
And now our
Hard
new arrival is
Butler's in
also in it, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so...
So if you're
Okay,
not
since
in the
we're on our
cart,
own horse,
if
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 it's
you're
a
not
straight,
in the cart, yeah, if you're not in the cart, it's a straight. If you're in the cart, it's going to be at disadvantage.
All right,
Natural
so
20, bitch.
I need to make 2 of these, one for the horse and one for me.
16.
Okay,
18
so
total.
I'll
22.
roll for horse first. 18 for the horse.
Because the
17
horse
for me.
is attached to the cart, it will be at disadvantage.
Okay,
Sorry, I had
well,
to think
got
about that for a second.
No, that's fine. Well, I got a 17 for me. Let's see what the horse gets then. Horse got a 9.
I really think the
Better
cart
than
might
me.
be
I'm about to get
sentient.
yeeted.
Okay,
have
so
to die.
anybody that did not succeed the saving throw, including the cart can't make dexterity saving throws. The DC is 13, so anybody that got over 13 is taking no damage from this, as they are literally able to jump out of the way as much as possible.
Horse,
Anybody
no.
Anybody that rolled a 12 or lower will take...
Ricard takes his double, guys.
12,
Oh, God.
22, 23, 24, 27, 33 points of damage.
That's so
If
much
you
heart
got
damage.
a 13, it will only be 17
much?
points of damage.
How much
33.
damage? 33. Oh, that's great because Balzana's out and I'll be back.
Horse is gone.
The cart takes 66 points of damage due to the fact that it is vulnerable to fire. So it
No,
is
the
now
cart took 66 points of damage. Don't get me wrong.
Ouchie.
Cart's not looking good, guys.
Yeah, how bad's the cart?
Already wrecked the
so
cart.
I
You
think
had it for
11.
less than a day.
I took the 11 from prior from the magic missiles.
Yep.
And then
So
66 from
77
this.
out of 150. It's about
The
half.
cart
health.
has 73 HP.
Okay.
It is
Maybe
bloody.
you should book it. Maybe you
And
should-
Val's passed the fuck out. Cool.
You guys have lost one of the horses, but there was 2 other horses that were helping with the cart.
Oh, okay. Oh no.
So,
Cool.
Case, you are not on the horse anymore as you kind of
nope.
as you kind of jumped out to get away from the fireball. The wagon is officially on fire.
Oh, good.
Oh, wow.
Somebody's put that
Kyle,
out.
I would like to use a spell if I'm allowed to right now. It's a reaction.
Okay.
I would like to cast Antagonize. Essentially, what'll happen is a spectral version of this woman appears behind one of the red-robed wizards, and it leans in and whispers in his ear. He needs to make a DC. Oh, geez, what's my DC? 15 Wisdom save.
Getting off the ground because I jumped off the. Okay, now I'm gonna kick somebody fucking ass.
I rolled a 6.
Awesome. So let me double check. First, he's going to take 4d4 psychic, so that's 5.
And you're doing this
And
to the
4.
leader, you said, yeah?
Yes. So he's going to take, what is that, 9 total psychic damage, and then let me double check. I know what this does. Essentially, he's going to hit one of his buddies, but I want to make sure I read what it actually says.
Throws a ball of fire at me and survives.
Okay, so you antagonize one creature within range. The target makes it do. It must immediately use its reaction, if available, to make a melee attack against another creature of your choice that you can see. And I'm going to just hit one of the other people and just, I don't know. Not as helpful against wizards.
No, come back here, you red piece of shit! Blow my fucking car!
Excuse me, I would really appreciate
Ensign,
it if we just kept going.
Shut up.
Personally, I'm
Fuck
working
off!
on keeping.
I
them
want
back.
to keep the cart. We don't have enough horses.
The leader
Fucking
What
take
is
the
that?
cart!
the leader failed, takes the 9 damage, and then has to make a melee attack against one of its closest allies.
Mhm.
Okay. Luckily, he
I mean,
only
if
has
you
a
want to be
dagger.
mean, it doesn't specify a melee weapon attack.
Roll me a
It's
D100.
always important. No. I'm not letting this fucking go. This motherfucker wants to play. We can fucking play.
You're not
Okay,
armored
let's-
right now. That's gonna hurt.
That's only a 27.
Good point.
It's a little
Yeah,
good.
it's only gonna take a melee attack.
Bomber.
Which is a 14, 15, 16. 16, which is just enough to hit, which is a D4 plus 3. So that one of his companions, so in this case on the map, it'll take 5 points of damage.
I'm really just hoping to piss somebody off enough to distract them for a while we get away.
Yeah, okay. So horse is down. The carriage is slightly lit up on fire. You guys you're moving at a pace. Who is trying to control the cart now? As the horses were kind of a little spooked.
Case
So
is the
the
one
hor-
driving.
No, that
I
horse
guess-
is gone.
You know, that horse is dead.
Uh-huh.
It failed its dexterity saving throw.
Bummer.
That was
I'm
me and
still-
Vest, technically.
Yeah.
This case
Okay.
can just hop into the cart.
I am
Try to-
back, and I am down. I don't.
Yep.
I reached.
I throw you a healing word at first level.
So
Okay,
Ensign,
I'll get back on the fucking horse, but I swear to fucking God, if he blows the cart up one more goddamn time.
So Case
One more
and
fucking
Vest
time.
currently are not on the cart. They've jumped away from the blast, which is a 30-foot radius. So you guys are outside of the blast. You guys ran back as fast as you could as the horses started to completely stop as soon as the fireball came down on the cart. They kind of reared up and now they are freaking out. Vess, you have gotten back to the cart. You've tried to jump into the cart to give her a... Oh, no, Healing Word's got a range.
Healing words, yeah. As I'm trying to get on one of the horses, I healing word back at Valzana.
Okay. So go ahead and roll the Healing
8.
Word, and then I'll
8.
get you to roll me an animal handling check to see if you can get up on that horse to calm it down. Ensign, same thing from you. If you're trying to get up on the horse, an animal handling check as it is spooked.
Poor
I
baby.
guess Keith will just hop back into the cart because I don't think we had a proper long rest since leaving Rienist.
14.
4 hours.
15.
Everybody had a long rest.
Oh,
In the
then
cave.
I'll resummon horse.
Yeah. Sorry,
And I
what did you
quickly
say,
reattach
Vess?
it.
15, and then 8 points of healing for Val.
8 points of healing?
8 points of healing
Okay.
and a 15 animal handling.
Cool. And then Ensign, what was your animal handling?
14 on the animal handling.
All right, so Vess, as you grab up at the reins of the horse and try and pull yourself up and send out the healing magic towards Vess's direction, she gets the healing, and you are able to kind of haphazardly kind of get yourself back up on the horse. Ensign, as you reach for the reins to also try and climb up on the horse, you put your foot in the stirrup and it slips as you try to get it, but you're still holding on to the reins. You're not able to make it up on the horse. Vess, you were.
Is he close enough that I can reach out and help him?
Yes. Go ahead and re-roll the animal handling check with advantage, Darren. Keith, you resummoned your horse.
New horse, Keith is going to quickly try to get it reattached to the cart.
Okay.
That's a
So-
3 with advantage.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
Natural 1 and a 3.
I didn't roll my important rolls.
You guys
Give me
are
one sec.
having a lot of trouble trying to
Baby.
get the horse under
He
control.
gets a 16.
Huh?
You get a 16. You get on that horse.
I was
Oh, the lucky
like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Nice. Nice.
The timeline
Yeah, nice,
shifts.
Haley,
So many
nice.
ensigns on top
So
of the
actually
horse.
what happens is, so he starts to fall again, but instead of him actually falling, it's a shimmering kind of version of him. An alternate timeline, you would say. And then instead, Ensign himself actually gets onto the horse.
That's really cool. We don't have time.
Did
I reach out to
my
try and
lady
stop
again?
him from falling, and then it's not him.
So
This
two more
new person
magic
is way
missiles.
weirder than I am.
2 more magic
Oh, thank
missiles are
you.
going to come at the cart.
The cart is a person? Is that what you're agreeing to now?
Oh, I am not the court. It's very silly though. Thank you.
The cart took another 15 damage from the magic missiles as they thud into the back of the carriage.
We have to go.
Yeah, it's time to go. Once Keith gets the horse, like his skeletal horse reattached to the car, he's going to hop on it and just
All
go.
So-
Can I cast, this will be my last spell slot, can I cast Silent Image of the cart, like, slightly behind? So, like, as we
I
are
love
pulling
it.
away, this one is going slower, so they target that instead.
I also need you to give the cart another 8 points of fire damage as it is still on fire. You are able to silent image it. Whoever's controlling all the horses, roll me D100s.
Out of us three,
This
which one
will
of
be
us
the
wants to
last
control
time
it?
you need to do this, unless you guys
88.
fail it.
Okay. Got an 88?
88% creepy.
88.
Can I cast
Val-
mending on the cart
Hold up.
while it's going?
Hold up. Vess, what did you get for your D100? Because you're on a
I
horse?
didn't know how to do it too.
All 3 of us have to do it.
87?
97.
97. Okay, and Keith,
50.
50. Yes, Valzana, you can go ahead and cast Mending on the cart. It will not, unfortunately, stop it from being on fire.
And actually, interesting point there is the bag of holding is here, right?
Yes. Right beside
Right.
right beside what you see as a silver opaque looking lantern. Or silver
Silver.
lantern with opaque looking glass.
All right, that's very interesting. Don't know what that does right now. I don't think it puts out fires. But you know what might put out a fire is smothering it with a blanket of some sort.
So, with a lasting kick to the flanks of the horse from all 3 of you and a triumphant hurrah, a yeah, the horses are able to burst forward, burst of speed forward, and The wizards are now probably about 180 feet away from you. Jessa, you want to do what now?
Cade wanted to pull out I suppose it's a sleeping roll from the bag of holding to try and beat out the flames, smother them, the ones that I can reach anyway, on the cart while precariously, I suppose, hanging out the back door, which...
Yeah.
Who wants a cart that's on fire, you know?
You're able to, I'll get a dexterity saving throw from you to see if you can stay in the cart while you try and do this.
Okay, well, if I can't, I have wings, so I guess I'll just...
That is true.
Prepared. Oh, well, that's not too bad. I think I don't add much to it, though. Yeah, a 16.
Yeah, you're able to, relatively, you kind of hanging onto the door and batting at the fire in a couple of the different spots so you can see it, and you're able to put the fire out. Volsana, you said you wanted to cast Mending on the... So you're going to take about a minute to do that, which will allow... So technically we are now out of the small chase scene that we had with your guys' cart. You guys succeeded the D100 rolls. The cart is unfortunately a little bit crisp. It's a little bit burnt, but the fires are all out, and you guys are back into a calm for now.
Once we're far enough away, I want to pull this fucking cart over because there's some weird lady in it.
I cannot guarantee Balzana would not try to kick her out of the cart.
Well, you're casting Mending right now, which takes a minute, so she's
I'm
at
doing
least free for another minute.
prestidigitation. I'm doing prestidigitation to like snuff out flames as I see them as best I can. I'm being helpful.
Both Kadrine and Laurel are able to put out the fires. The Mending goes off without a hitch. You can add 30 HP back to the cart.
Already dead.
Perfect. And,
Cart's still bloodied, but still.
So the short burst of speed, this horse is kind of slowed down a little bit more. You guys are now at like a trotting, a little bit more than a trot speed with the cart. You guys are moving at about, I want to say 15 miles per hour.
Okay, you guys go on and figure out what the fuck's up with the cart, Butler. I can maintain the...
I'm gonna try to kick her after I'm done with that conversation.
Oh, no. I am a friend. I am a friend. I promise. Here, wait.
She's gonna try to kick you out of that cart.
No, I think we should,
I should
all
probably
stop,
describe what I look
and
like.
everyone should get out of the cart.
Yes.
I don't like
so-
the idea that this
Do you think
cart
that
is
it
on
was
the cart with all of our things. I want to take the cart off the road. Everybody out.
All right. At this point, Haley, go ahead and introduce your character and what she looks like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Balzana's trying to attack you.
Amazing. So Laurel is a human-looking woman, a young woman with dark hair that flows freely. She's dressed in a light linen blouse and pants that sort of billow around her legs. She's also draped in a number of scarves and wraps. There's one around her waist that jingles with little charms when she moves. You also see a harness attached to her belt that looks like it is holding a deck of tarot cards. So she has that dark hair. She also has bony protrusions coming out from just behind her ears that sort of wrap around her forehead. But they don't look like horns. They are a laurel wreath shape to them. And while she looks human, the longer you look at her, the more she looks just a little bit off. You think maybe her eyes are just a little too big. Her teeth are just a little too sharp. Her fingers a little too long. Just the longer you look at her, like she's cute, but she's a little unsettling.
I see none of this.
That is
apparently
correct.
Vess has pulled over the cart and everybody's stopping.
Yep.
So I'm still
think
not
it's
around the end of the car yet. I'm sitting on my horse pissed.
Balzana's attacking this woman.
No, I once the cart is stopped, I fully go to the back, throw the back door wide. Everybody out of the cart now.
Listen to her.
I don't know how to point this out, but yes, we'll just see Valzana trying to wail on this woman in complete confusion.
Please?
Valzana
please.
and you, everyone, out of the cart.
Keith,
Might be another succubus.
Stop pouting.
No, might be another succubus.
No.
This doesn't look anything like a succubus. I don't
I am
understand.
a Hex Blood, if that helps. Is that reassuring?
No.
Somebody's gonna have to grab
what does that
Valzana
mean?
because she is trying to hit this.
I'll explain. Yes, let's all stand outside.
Keith will grab Valsana. It's like, no, don't attack.
So, Keith, as you make eye contact with this new person in your cart, sorry, pronouns. I would assume that Laurel is a female.
She, her.
She, her, perfect. All right. Didn't want to call it out wrong.
You're good.
So as you make eye contact with this woman, you feel this overwhelming sense of like draw, and you see this like image flickering over her head. The image looks very similar to that of the chromatic tattoo that is on not only Ensign's shoulder, but Elandris's as well. And it just flickers there for a brief moment, disappears, and you can just see it for about 10 seconds or so, and then it disappears completely.
Do I see him looking?
Oh, it's very bad. Keith does not try to hide when he's looking at someone.
Oh, interesting. You see the mark.
Yes.
Do you
So-
have it somewhere?
Not me. Ensign.
Keith, as
What?
you go to reach for Valzana, as you are also reaching to stop Valzana from trying to hit Laurel, can you please both roll me contested rolls? So a strength athletics roll from you, Keith, and an athletics or acrobatics from you, Valzana. This is important.
18.
You said a strength or acrobatics?
Yeah, either athletics or acrobatics.
Doesn't matter. I lost anyway. It was a 15. So.
Okay, so as you reach to grab at Valzana's cloak, robes, clothes, whatever, you are just able to grab her back, but as you do that, Valzana winds up for a punch, and she does kind of brush Laurel's face just a tiny little bit. Valzana, as that happens, you drop to the ground.
Great. Oh,
Your eyes are closed.
I didn't do that.
Oh, that's easy.
And as your eyes close, an image floats into your head. You see these stairs that climb straight up high into the sky. No end in sight. And above the stairs, in the sky, you see that of a silvery white dragon and a 5-headed dragon flying in a circle around where you would think the end of the stairs are. And poof, your eyes are awake. Your eyes are open.
Are you all right?
at that point, she's gonna go completely rigid and just kind of limp body on the floor.
Oh, come on,
I
dead
did not
weight.
do that.
Okay, well,
I've now come off the horse and come around the back end of the cart. Kate, what do you want?
Our new friend,
Cart butler.
No, Laurel.
Laurel. That same mark is on your
Cart is
arm,
name.
same with Elandris.
What, you mean this
no.
one?
I saw it flickering above their head.
Oh, like roll my sleeve down. You mean that one?
Oh, yes. Interesting. I did not expect you to be. You know what? I should probably start from the beginning. I get a little ahead of myself because I see things ahead of myself, but that is okay. I shall explain.
While this is all going on, you do realize that Elandris and Keo are nowhere to be found. Just to set the scene a bit.
Oh,
Didn't you have more of you? There was a bear.
There was.
I'm just gonna go into my pocket and grab this piece of scrap metal and just big ass sword.
Keith is still
In the
holding
ground.
balls.
Mateus,
I'm gonna hold on to that just in case.
I'm gonna snap and summon Mateus. And you see a small raven appear. Matthias, I need you go ahead and scout the area. Look for a large bear, I believe. And would one of you give a better description of your other friend?
I'd imagine he'd be in some sort of raven form. Actually.
Oh, how convenient. Okay. Shoo, Matthias. Shoo. And I'll just send him off to go scout the area looking for their friends.
Okay.
All right, well, a little bit more of an explanation. Like, where did you come from? Like, I literally just randomly hurt you in the back of the cart.
I'm very sorry. I intended that to go a little bit smoother. But you see, you were on one side of the fire, I was on the other, and then you guys were being weird about crossing the fire, and then I realized maybe you saw something that I didn't see. I mean, I purposely made it so that you couldn't see me because there's a lot of you and there's one of me, and I think I'm pretty cool, but not that cool. But
Well, I mean, I didn't see it. I probably saw the guys back there.
yes, the wizards. Weird stuff. Anyways, so I put my lantern on your cart and I was
Hold
going
on.
to just hitch a ride.
I'm gonna hell sight and activate my awareness. Just to be safe.
What are you looking for?
I can just tell if there's anything hidden by magic. I just want to see if I get a 60-foot radius on this bitch too.
Nothing stands out to you other than the typical shadows that you've been seeing since day one.
Okay, outside of the creepy things that keep following us around, I think we're okay.
Now, make it quick.
Oh, yes. Interesting story. I've been looking for Kadrian, actually. It is wonderful to officially meet you.
What?
Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself again. I've seen you before, but you have not seen me. See, I see with sight, like capital S, sight. And I will bamf my tarot cards into my hand and fan them a bit. I'm a fortune teller.
Great. Did I make it on a card that I don't know about?
And when she flourishes those cards, it's almost like proficient, like a magic card trick. You know, it's like a fan of the cards as she's fiddling with them.
But yes, so funny story. I am not the only one looking for you. I figured
like
you might have known that.
Surprising. Who else is looking for me?
I recommend you don't
Academy.
go. I would say the entire authority of Baldur's Gate
Baldur's
in
Gate.
particular.
I've never been to Baldur's Gate. At least not, well. Alright, I haven't been to Baldur's Gate recently.
Interesting. Would you be willing to sit down for a tarot reading? Maybe I could see more. I can't get a good reading on you when you're not physically in front of me, so it's been a real shit show trying to find you.
I'm gonna put the sword away and go into the cart.
Fine.
How exciting. Do we want to do that here? Your friend looks tired. Maybe we should make camp?
I mean, we can.
Preferably I would put more distance actually between us and
Yeah, I mean, distance is nice. I mean,
the Red Wizards.
yeah, like I
If
can
we could.
continue. I can continue directing the horses if people need to rest, and I'll set Valsana into the cart. Cause I've been holding it the entire time.
Nice.
I'm like putting the bag of holding on me. I'm like, no, okay, I'll give you a hand. Don't worry about it.
And I'll like look at Balzana. Would it make you feel better to punch me again?
No, I'm good. I don't know what's wrong with you, but I'm good. I'm good.
What did you do to her?
I don't know. I'll be very honest. I
There
have
was
magic
stairs.
that
There was dragons.
stairs.
I'm done.
Can you describe the dragons that you saw?
I feel like she's gonna have a heart attack.
It was the thing with the multiple heads, and then the
Okay, so
white
Tiamat.
dragon, and then
Bahamut.
stairs.
You saw Bahamut.
Stairs.
Yeah, you saw the stairs too.
I don't know what's wrong with this lady, but I don't like her. She made me see things.
Oh, well, don't worry about the stairs. Well,
This is not an unusual reaction, to be fair.
Well,
You
maybe
show
worry
up,
about the
I almost
stairs,
die again.
I'm gonna go sit on my horse.
Oh, bye.
All right, yeah, we should really put some more distance between us and those wizards in case they are trying to chase us down. Because if they decide to catch up to us and throw another fireball, I'm not going to be able to resummon my horse for at least 4 hours.
Is that what happened? I just remember seeing her face and then red.
Oh, no. The fighter was not me.
Nope,
It was
not
the
even you, whatever,
wizards.
no.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
no, the fire was.
No, fire was definitely wizards. That's very, very trademark.
I promise my only intention is to be helpful. I would never hurt you.
Hopefully that's going to be helpful.
Right, that remains to be seen.
Keith, come on.
Okay, fine. Okay, so go back around. Get on his horse.
Does that mean I am allowed to come with?
Sure.
For now.
Okay.
That's for serving
It's
you.
about this time that Mateus returns, and just kind of like below him, you guys behind the cart, you do see the form of a bear making his way up to the cart, but you do not see any sign of Elandris.
Okay.
You think he might have gone ahead of us, Wes?
I don't particularly want to question where he is, to be quite frank. I apologize to him. I don't like him any more than I did before. I'm still rather angry. So if he wants to go fuck off somewhere, he can go fuck off somewhere.
And as Keo gets closer to the cart, he comes out of his bear form, panting.
Not a bear.
No, not a bear.
Hello, I am
He's a-
Laurel. And I'll hold out my
Nice to
hand.
meet you. And you'll see this big hulking 7 foot tall-ish Goliath, bluey gray skin, wearing cloaked cape, half plate armor underneath, wielding a shield, like a scabbard. Oh my lord, a scabbarded sword.
Nice. For the
on his,
record, Laurel's like
left hand.
5'2". I need to know how tall all y'all are. What's the weird height difference that I got to deal with this time?
5'10".
5'10".
Jesus Christ. Okay, cool.
I think Keith is 5'9".
Nice.
It's all pretty average. I think we
I
all.
will say, I don't remember what those
Yeah,
Ages
no,
also
I think
That's
overall,
relatively
it's
average height.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. I just made myself
average
short.
height party.
Oh, she's
Five.
5. Balzana's 5'6", so
Elandris locked arms with the head wizard and was pulled into the fire. So,
That
Not
was a very
sure.
stupid idea on his part. So, good luck
why
to
is
him.
he always getting snatched?
Well, to be fair, I mean, he could probably just shift back to the realm of the gods.
Look, at this point, I don't really care about that son of a bitch. To be
But didn't
perfectly
we
honest
need
with
him?
you.
You all are fascinating.
No, he was going to
Conversation.
leave us at El Terrell anyway.
Oh,
He said that he couldn't accompany us any further, and that his very being here was jeopardizing whatever the fuck we're supposed to be doing.
I was gonna ask him about the stairs because I don't understand the stairs.
Would you also like a
You're not
reading?
No,
Reading? Can you do it like as we're like driving the horse, like getting the horses moving?
It is better if I have the chance to settle down and truly get to see. It's harder to do on the move.
Then let's move and make camp farther from here.
Yeah, let's make camp, and then I'll have a reading once we have a camp.
Best.
All right.
Yes.
Stay with them in the cart. Please, make sure they don't kill each other.
Already planning on it.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Laurel
Russ.
will sit
careful.
in the cart and
Since two of us can't
very
move.
Just
primly.
driving a cart, I'll be fine. Besides, I got K.
Yeah,
That doesn't make me feel any better. Either of those things.
I am offended.
I'll be up at the front with them if you need me.
Yeah, we'll be fine up here. I mean, we're all capable.
I'll like walk up and put my hands on his shoulders. I promise I won't get into trouble.
I
Look
promise
around.
to make sure he doesn't
I'll
get in
knock him
trouble.
out if he gets off his horse. How's that?
Yeah. You have
I'll
me
let
and
him
Keo.
too.
You have me and Keo willing to make sure he doesn't get in trouble.
Just don't be stupid. And I kiss your cheek and go inside the cart.
Oh.
Oh.
I won't.
I'm gone.
I go sit my horse.
So, Keo makes his way to the front of the cart and actually gets on a horse. Quite surprising. The horses are quite, sizable that he's able to sit on one, but he decides to stay in his normal form rather than his bear form.
Well, welcome to the horse club.
Okay, we gonna get moving?
Oh yeah.
As we slowly start to take off, I'm like, just reaching in the bag of holding, pull out the keg. You guys
You dick!
I love it.
What a swerve. All that setup.
Kate is going to like
set up
lean over. Kate is going to lean over to Keo. I'm like, does that constitute as like getting in trouble or no?
I mean, I didn't see nothing, but you better share.
well, I brought it up here.
Fuck this bro shit. I'm gonna kill all of you.
You have to find out first.
Right now you have.
I know
Who's
everything.
over there.
Told nobody about the keg.
Yeah, you just put us like, are you going to share?
It's not even that big. Between the three of us, it'll be gone in like an hour, and neither of us will be either drunk.
One of us is on.
You can't drink.
Well, no, I can. It just won't do anything for me.
I was gonna say, I don't think your blood moves, so you can't really.
He doesn't
That's
have
weird.
blood, we determined.
Right. Whack.
He's
David's fucking weird.
basically drinking for the occasion of being able to drink with the guys on the horses.
Yeah, it's the boys. It's the bros time.
I can't tell. If
I was just gonna ask for a drink.
Totally, by the way, everybody improv. Did not know he was going to pull the keg out. Had no idea when I said Keo's going to get up on the horse in human form.
I was told to not get off the horse and not get in trouble.
I mean, to be fair, he's following.
I'm not getting off the horse.
Directions.
I'm not literally getting into any trouble.
Maybe not to
Yeah.
the T, but he's following directions.
All right,
What I'm
so
good
the
for.
cart continues to move along. Ensign, Keith, and Keo are enjoying some adult beverages.
Oh no,
while
we'd
the-
crush it and I just
Yeah.
throw it off to the side. It'd be gone. I'm
No
not keeping
evidence.
evidence.
Leave no evidence.
No evidence.
At least he knows there needs to be no evidence.
Right.
like Ensign gets in like a lot of trouble and risks, but he's not stupid.
Oh boy. All right, the four ladies are in the back of the cart. What are you guys up to?
I sit down next to Val
Oh,
and I
that's
put
great.
my hand on your knee.
Yep, she is as close to you as she can get while staring at you.
Just giving her the
Okay.
stink eye.
I think it's like she's the cause of all of what Balzana saw. Like that is the entity.
Just pure hate.
I mean,
Lana.
Cade
fear.
is
Just
also
fear.
focusing on Laurel, but for a different reason.
I'm just playing with my cards, honestly. I'm just flicking through them, using Mage Hand occasionally to do something fancy, but I'm mostly staring off into space.
About
Balzana. I'm sorry, go ahead, Cade.
Okay. About Baldur's Gate.
Hmm.
What sort of reward is out for my capture?
Oh, a hefty sum. I think I actually might, and I'll dig through my bag and I'll pull out one of the wanted posters. 10,000 gold, dead or alive, and I'll hand it to you.
Holy shit. Worth
Out of nowhere, my
much
ears
more than I
perk
would have
up. Like
expected.
I heard something.
What
about
does the
money.
wanted poster say?
I
Like
would say,
anything about what I'm wanted for?
they believe you're a murderer. which is interesting because I never got the feeling that you were really murdery type.
Nope, I think I told you. No, it was, did I tell you? Oh, crap, maybe I forgot that part of the information. On the bottom of the poster, you will notice a very interesting mark that is that of the Red Wizards of Thay. Kadrian, you would know this specifically because you have, interacted with them.
Right. What? You know, I'd hoped they didn't know about my identity. But it appears I was wrong. Great. I love that. For me.
Yes.
Do you suppose these posters are everywhere else outside of Baldur's Gate?
Kyle, I travel a lot. Do I know if she's wanted anywhere else?
Yeah. Give me a second here and I'll get you the list.
No. I guess once I get the list, essentially Laurel will just start rambling off town names and like clicking them off her fingers.
Where is my list? So you are known in obviously Baldur's Gate, Skullport, which is a part of the part of Waterdeep. It's actually like the it's underneath the city of Waterdeep. It is it's basically a pirate cove for slave trading and stuff. Scornubel and Marsimber.
All right, well, at least one of those places makes sense.
Ooh, which one?
The last one.
Interesting. Well, perhaps the cards will have more answers for you.
Do you think everyone just tried to speak to guards about this?
What do you mean?
10,000 gold is it's an attractive sum. Obviously. That was the intention.
I guess. I don't know. I've never really worried much about the gold.
You know, good, because you have this poster and you saw my face, so...
Oh, yes, no, I saw your face and I had the flash of what you looked like and your potential. I thought you were interesting. I do not care about the gold. I used to be a part of a traveling camp of people. We did not care about the gold. We only cared for what we really needed to survive.
Did not care about gold.
Gold has little meaning when you do not settle down in one place and are tied to like a city with an economy. The Vistani travel and experience. Gold is not really an experience.
Right. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Regardless. Well, that you're not interested in gold. I'm not glad to hear that.
Yes,
my face will be very recognizable.
Yes. I have a feeling more people in this realm care more about the gold, which might be a problem for you.
Oh no, it most definitely will be. I had simply been hoping that that he wouldn't know that it was me. And 10,000 gold is really it's an exorbitant price for attempted robbery. So.
At that, I think Laurel gets just a little too curious, and the card shuffling becomes more intent. And so I start shuffling the cards, and I'm looking at you, and it's the first time that I don't look kind of like happy-go-lucky. I look very intent, and it's slightly scary to anyone who would find it scary. And I'll shuffle the cards, and then I will flip the first one down between the two of us. And it's the reversed magician card. Ooh. You tried to steal something. But you did get away with something. You're not empty-handed.
All right. Unless... Look. In my estimation, I got away with the most inconsequential piece of what I was actually looking for. So, I'm pretty sure the Red Wizard, with their skills and their magic, could easily fashion themselves another chain for a pretty amulet.
Oh, interesting. I've wondered what exactly it was you took.
Well, tried to take. The most important part got lost in my when I left.
Interesting. Well, and I'll flip the next card. And it's the wheel of fortune, essentially. A little less surprising, as I have already witnessed it today, but, well, you could say your karma is coming for you.
Karma.
You stole. They seek. They are actively pursuing you. I mean, that's not surprising, obviously.
I honestly don't know what they seek. They seek a silver chain. Because that's all I have.
Perhaps it is more important than you assume.
And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't feel like I am the one who needs any sort of karmic retribution for the paltry thievery I did. Perhaps they deserve karmic retribution for, I don't know, the destruction of an entire, well, nearly an entire town when I was a child. It's not like I waltzed into their room to, I don't know, find something to steal for no reason. I was looking for evidence. Evidence which I don't have anymore. And for my trouble, I get a $10,000 reward on my head.
You see, you're only giving me pieces of a story, and it sounds like a very interesting story.
It would be more interesting if I could prove any of it.
Well, consider me an audience who does not need proof, simply a good story. If you care to share, or I can move on to your future card.
I already know about my past. I am much more interested in the future.
Fascinating. All right. And then I'll flip the last card over, and it's the Ace of Cups. And I'll look between the card and then you, the card again, and then I'll look up, and you see my eyes kind of unfocus. Interesting. You do not seem like a very spiritual person.
No, I would have. No, I don't consider myself to be.
Well, the best way to put it is, say a god has brushed their fingers across the back of your shoulders.
Oh, so that's something Elandris has already alluded to, actually. So
Oh,
this one comes as a bit less of a surprise. Although, if your card could tell me what god decided to tickle my neck without my permission, that would be... I would appreciate it.
Well, I apologize. I did this first without asking, but would you mind if I tried to view your soul?
What?
It sounds more invasive than it is, but I would just be taking a sort of glance at, I guess, your soul. There's no better way to put it. It just sounds weird.
That sounds very intimate for someone I just met.
This is why I usually try to ask before I do it.
Maybe tomorrow, when I've known you for more than an hour.
Fair enough. If you would like answers, I am content to provide, but I will not invade your privacy.
Noted. I give a side eye to Balsana and Vess, who have just been sitting there.
While this is all happening,
as she just clutches
At every card slap, Valzana had twitched. Like at every card put down.
watching you get more and more twitchy. Balzana, will you do something for me?
Yeah.
Close your eyes.
Oh, God.
Okay. And then she will.
Where is your favorite place from home?
My favorite place? There is a meadow at home. It always stayed the same and never changed.
Imagine yourself in your unchanging meadow. Are you there?
Yeah. And there.
Right. Breathe in with me. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. I count up to like 7.
Okay.
Hold it. I count a few more times. And release it. And we cycle through this multiple times until I see your body start to relax.
And it would
I've
after
been through quite a few hardships with all of us the last few days. I've gathered that's unusual for you.
No, I've only ever trained and read books at home, and that's about it.
And you seem rather perturbed, particularly by your near brush with death, yes?
That was the first time I've ever, felt like I was dying. Like felt, except for now it's happened twice.
It can be a startling feeling. Do you fully conceptualize what it is I do? What path it is I follow?
Not at all. I just kind of figured you were somewhere along the spectrum of undead with Kaif.
That is what I am, not what I do.
Oh. Then no.
The goddess I serve is the goddess of death and the strands of fate, among other things. It is not uncommon that I counsel people in the matters of death and dying and the beyond. Death is not an end One might call it a beginning or a continuation of your soul's journey. And while the passage between life and death is not pleasant, it is only a path. Whatever is waiting for you on the other side, whether you saw it or not, the 2 times you felt its brush, is not a bad place. It is different for everyone. And it will only be a new adventure for you. I'm sorry you've had to feel the passing so abruptly and so frequently.
Not really frequently. It just was new. You guys do it all the time, I think.
Depends who you mean within this group.
Ensign.
He lives a dangerous life. But yes, you're not wrong. He's grown, unfortunately, rather familiar with it.
They put it out a very nicer way.
I've spent a long, long time contemplating it, asking questions about it. And I had my first brush very young. So I've had much longer than you have to come to terms with it.
Okay.
Should you ever wish my counsel again, I'm here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I still don't like her though. She seems a lot like that succubus, and I don't like it at all.
I don't think she's much like that succubus at all. And in fact, I think she can hear us right now.
I mean, yeah, I know.
I can. I was ignoring it. Would you like to know what I am?
I don't know. I heard blood in the word.
Yes.
And souls, like the demons.
No. Everyone has a soul. Well, you can sell your soul to a demon, I guess.
That's arguable, actually.
Sorry, no, but to explain, I am what you would call a Hex Blood. You see, I am the, progeny of hags. A hag cannot have a child the way most people can, so instead they have other methods of continuing their line. I happen to be bartered for in a very impressive boon. Firstborns make very powerful Hex Bloods, so my mother was very proud of me.
So you're a hag.
Progeny of hag.
I
will
hag.
In theory, I will eventually become a hag if I live that long.
I know. I can deal with a hag. My brother called everybody a hag, so I'm just gonna assume it's a good thing.
Sure. I do not know what hags are like in this realm, but yeah.
He usually called old people that.
Interesting. Well, hags are very old typically. Mother was several thousand years old, as far as I was aware.
Goodness. It's like a tree.
Just like a tree. Like a very big tree.
Okay. And you're not stealing anybody's souls?
No.
Kisses.
No. What?
That's what it looked like the succubus was doing to Vez. And I would say Keith, however, he's already dead. So I don't know how that would look.
So just so I am
it wasn't my
clear,
soul.
So I know Catherine, obviously. I have overheard the name Keith in reference to the one that looks very gaunt.
He's dead, yeah.
You know what that
He's a
that would be,
reborn.
is. Not a vampire, correct?
No, a reborn. Are you familiar?
No, I do not believe I am.
Best I could describe quickly was once alive and sent back for another purpose. Sort of.
And
All right. Catering.
in this case, many times over and over and over again that you may have found out recently.
Kate has a lot of lives.
Kate's just out here absolutely vibing with the circle of life. All right. And then I'm very sorry, but I did not catch your names.
I'm Vesperia.
It is wonderful to meet you.
And Balzana.
A lovely name.
And I'm Kyo Gun. Once was Oathkeeper.
Kyo was out drinking with the boys.
Kyo was out drinking in the front.
All right.
It's boys' night. And I already met Kyo.
It's boys'
to be
night
fair.
now.
Shook that man's hand.
And she met Kyo.
Yeah.
Yeah, she already met Kyo, but Kyo's up here with me, Nansen. The boys.
I fucked up.
And then the one who looks at the eye.
That's Ensign.
Ensign. Interesting. Okay.
That's her boyfriend. Recently.
He's
Thought I
no. He's
knew
not.
this.
No.
You didn't kiss him. But he's,
They smack lips too. The only rule in the party is they're not allowed to go do things that can be here.
Why are we talking about this again? One kiss does not a partner make. I
Do you
don't.
hear this shit, Kyo?
I mean, I was kind of going along the fact that you guys like kind of shared life and you guys have been together for like long time and you've saved him from death countless of times.
Well, I'm not going to let him die. And yes, I do love him, but that's not like.
And he likes
we're-
you too. So I just kind of figured.
It is an interesting thing
It's-
to profess love before you profess partnership,
I feel one.
if I may be so bold.
She doesn't like this topic of conversation, usually.
Where from I don't things don't happen because of love. Where I was raised. This is new for me. And there hasn't really been much of a conversation beyond that kiss. Not that there has to be. It just is what it is, I suppose, which is fine. It just is what it is. It's fine. That's all.
Well,
Allow me to counsel you on it. Love can move mountains. So I think it's pretty good.
So you read fortunes. That's interesting.
indeed.
I fully just try and redirect the conversation until we pull over
I
and
will
make camp
be
for the night.
merciful and allow that to happen.
All right. So with that, we'll close off that part of the thing for a moment. We're gonna head back to Ensign, Kaith, and Keo for just a short amount of time, as you guys are outside enjoying the ale that was so graciously put in
it's
the
been
bag of
gone
holding
for a while.
you. You guys, do you guys talk in silence? Or you guys just ride the horses in silence? If you guys wanted to chat about something, ask Keo questions.
When did she have time to slip that lantern in our cart?
What lantern?
Well, she mentioned that she said she had a lantern in the cart, and like that's how she appeared inside the cart. It's weird, man.
Look, man, I wasn't paying too much attention, to be perfectly honest with you.
Of all the people, Ensign was the only one that, wasn't really paying attention to the new arrival. You're right.
Yeah, Kate just heard the voice like, what the fuck? I memorized the voices. That one's new. She's odd. I mean, the flickering of the same mark that you and Alondras have, like over her head.
Look, man, you saw that one, I didn't. I just have to take your word for it.
Well, let's look for a spot to like pull over and make camp. Because
All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I do want
So-
to try to find out more about what's going on with that and our new arrival.
So you guys are, you guys kind of go back to riding in silence for about 15 minutes. And while the girls are in the cart talking, Ensign, you feel a burning sensation in the area of the tattoo.
Fuck off.
And in your head, you hear a scream.
I'm not
Scream.
sleeping, so that's not a nightmare.
So loud that it causes you to wince in pain. And as you shut your eyes, you see the image of Elandris trapped in what looks like flame. You see this barren, flame-licked landscape all around him, flames everywhere. Elandris is, and you can see Elandris just screaming up at the sky, basically, that is completely red, fire everywhere.
Ugh.
Ensign, are you okay?
Yo,
Yes.
you said Atlanta just got pushed into the fire by one of those red guys, correct?
Yes, he did.
Okay. I just had some weird aim in my skull and my brain area. It's quite painful. And I saw a vision of Elandris and what looked like a entire demi-plane of some fucked up sort of fire screaming at the sky. Call me crazy, but I don't think that ale was entirely on par.
Demi-plane of fire? Are you sure
I
you're not...
just saw fire everywhere and he was screaming at a red sky.
Are you
Like, I
sure
didn't
you're...
sign up for visions. I signed up with devils.
Yes, that's mighty interesting. You said barren landscapes of fire. He's screaming at the sky.
Yeah.
I believe he is on the elemental plane of fire.
Well, that sucks because I'm not going there.
How did he get there?
I don't know, man. I'm the one seeing visions. Maybe it's the cart butler. Maybe it's what I drank. I don't know. I'm really exhausted and fucking
you know what?
stressed out.
You know what, Keel? How about we pull the cart over, we make camp.
We need to find Elandris. It's important.
Why and how do you suggest we go to a plane full of fire?
Well, I've heard rumor that it's not so difficult to get there. We could use a fire opal, color pool. We could use a plane shift spell. Also, with the plane shift spell, we need a copper fork. I believe they say it needs to be tuned in the note of A. It can't be that hard.
It's a
No fucking idea what you just said. Okay?
It's a
I know
plane of
nothing
fire?
about magic.
Okay, so hear me out. Call me crazy. But if it's nothing but fire, and we all go there, how are the rest of you gonna breathe?
You see, you can, from what I've been told, you can live on the elemental plane for a short amount of time unless you are of the fire plane. So I would assume that we would have a short time for a rescue mission, maybe.
Okay, you know what? This looks like a good enough spot. I'm literally just gonna like jerk over to a stop. Just like, I need to take a fucking walk.
So Haley or Laurel, as you're still playing with your cards, and the sudden jerk happens, you guys abruptly stop talking about whatever you are, and unfortunately you drop a few of your cards. because it's
That's
such a
okay.
sudden jolt.
I can just resummon them back to my palm. They're magic.
He
I
falls
know.
off his horse.
He was just trying to give you the imagery of being able to do that.
Nice. You guys know that I can bamf my cards back into my hand at will.
The cart jerks violently.
And stops.
It jerks to stop.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Yeah, like Kate falls off his horse. Without
is it
some-
more wizards?
There
No,
had better
that was
be
a body
something
bud.
fucking dead in the middle of the road or surrounded by goddamn wizards. I
He's just gonna
stick my
knock
head
on the
out of the
door.
window.
See
Hi.
me walking away.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I'll explain. So apparently, Ensign had a vision, and it looks like Elandris is no longer on this plane of existence. Like fire, a lot of fire, and he was yelling at a sky. Keo said it might have been the plane of fire.
Oh, so he's dead. Got it.
No, not. I don't think he's dead, but he's trapped.
And Ensign, you said Ensign had a vision of this?
Well, it looked.
What
like
do you
he
mean a
was in pain.
vision?
It looked like he was in pain, but then, like he winced. It looked like he was in pain. Then he told us about like what he saw, and now that's why he's walking off.
Fuck.
Are you sure you're not doing anything, cart person?
No, this is not me. This isn't what I do.
Did
I have
something-
a very specific set of skills.
Did something happen before he said he had the what?
He winced like he
He
was
doesn't
in pain.
have visions.
He winced like he was in pain. That's all that I was able to tell.
Maybe it's to
Is
the
this where
connection
we're
of the mark.
stopping for the?
It could be. I'm not
They both the
entirely
same
sure.
mark.
Probably. You're going to have to ask him if you want to catch up to him.
Is this where we're stopping for the night?
Also, where does he plan to go?
Apparently
honestly?
so. He just took off. In all honesty, I have no idea where he's going. I don't think he's going too far.
I could
But-
I would say the
Sometimes
last
people just
time
need
someone-
space.
Yeah, so
The last time
That's
space
not to
happened,
bring
you
up a
got
sore
jumped.
subject. But
Yes,
the
I'm
last time
aware what
someone needed
happened.
Space.
I mean, if
Would
you
it
want, I
make
can
you
follow
feel
him.
better if I sent Mateus?
Kadrian, what did you say? You've been interrupted like 3
I don't know.
times.
It's fine. I was just basically going to say exactly what Falzana said.
Okay.
Do you want me
Continue.
to follow him? I can hop on my horse and just follow him.
No,
I could send Mateus. He is a little less invasive.
I don't know if he wants something he doesn't know watching him.
Something
Fair
needs to
enough.
go. Then you go.
Yeah, you go. Sorry.
All right. Just if someone wouldn't mind setting up a tent for us.
I mean, we got me and Keel here. And we can set up the tents.
Thank you.
I have the bag of holding.
Oh, fucker.
Kate walks around to the cart, opens it up. Okay, well, so where's all the tent supplies?
Oh, fuck. He has it. I was going to give him space to walk it off while I followed, but I guess now I have to go bother him.
Oh, okay, Kate will get out of the way. Well, I guess after you.
Make a campfire or something? Make yourself comfortable, all of you, I guess. We're camping now?
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, it was Ensign that stopped us. So I guess it's where we're camping.
Not the worst place.
We'll be back shortly. And I'll go walk after Ensign. I'm gonna keep my distance, but I'm not being quiet about it.
Yeah, you probably get like maybe 150 feet away and just like sitting up against a tree.
Yeah, I approach slowly. I wait for you to acknowledge that I'm here.
Takes a bit. What?
Big few days.
And
You've been in a mood for most of them.
What do you want, Beth? Like, I'm not cut out for this bullshit.
Do you think any of us are?
I don't want this.
I know.
And then what? I get told by somebody I hate, dislike, have so much disdain for. That we're chosen for a new world by gods that already exist. So we were picked. My powers from hell. All 9 layers. So what? I gotta go to this new world? Be the herald of hell? Fucking sad.
I sit down next to you. Do you want someone to share in your misery? Or do you just want me to listen?
Misery loves company.
So you're the herald of hell, and what? I'm the fucking angel of death?
No, isn't that what Elandris is supposed to be?
I don't think Elandris is coming to the new world. He's not the champion here. Not how he told me.
We're probably
Not to
stopping
mention-
and talking because of what I just experienced.
Yes. Keith mentioned.
Elandris screaming in a plane of fire.
Is this a new thing? Visions?
Yep.
The last vision you had gave you that, and I nod toward your eye.
Solid black eyeball. Yeah, I'm not too keen on them, to be honest with you.
No, they fucking suck.
Apparently. I don't know, Bess. I really don't. Honestly, I feel like you should probably just get hanged in Elturel and call it quits at that point.
I wish you wouldn't say things like that.
Sorry.
It's fine, you're allowed to feel how you feel. I don't understand why we have to go back to my home anyway. It all feels too wrapped up around my life.
Like Elandris said, somebody's got claws in all of us.
You seem to imply the claws were in me before I even knew it. It was some fucked up fate that a little 6-year-old girl was supposed to fall in a river and drown.
In a world
was
of
meant to happen.
indecision, do we really even have our own free will? Or is it just the hand
starting
of
to
the
think
gods
not.
hovering above us?
Or below us, as it may be. I usually have something nice to say, well, something meaningful to say. I don't here. I don't want this either. When I showed up at your door that night, all I wanted was to be normal, average, and boring. I wanted to be nobody. All I wanted was to be nobody.
The wrong person. Apparently. And then what? So you coming to my door? That must have been in these fucking cards as well, then. All neatly wrapped up in a fine little fucking bow. Look, if I'm gonna play
Maybe.
part in this fucking game, I'm gonna put so many fucking holes in it. They're not gonna tell me what the fuck to do. I'm not gonna be told by some god, demigod, or the archdevils I'm supposed to serve what to do. I did just as fine until now, and then continue to do so. He hits the fucker that stands in my way now. Now I'm mad.
Oh, now you are. You weren't before?
Nah, that's just angsty and pissed off.
Well, I look forward to seeing you mad now.
I'm gonna have to do a lot better to stop me if the car gets shot at next time, though.
It would be so much easier if we just traveled the rest of the way by cart.
Yeah, you're right.
What did you want me to do? Jump off of my horse onto you and pin you down? I don't think I could do that even if I tried.
Yeah, I might let you win from time to time.
I appreciate that.
All right. And slowly stand up, stick my hand.
I'll take it. You know, you walked off with all of the tents.
Ah, shit. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
You know, it's all right. We all need to have our moments. Ozana had one in the cart.
I'm not. I feel like we are not leaving a good impression on her experiences here.
No, I don't think we are. How unfortunate that she met a group of people as strange as we are.
Make sure she's not around for any of the pressing moral questions. She's not going to be happy. Come on. They're probably getting cold.
Probably.
And I have not let go. I'm still like dragging you along by your arm.
I'll catch up and put my arm around your waist as we walk back.
All right, you guys make your way back. I guess in the meantime, what are you guys doing that did not go off to the conversation? I know there was talk about making a campfire, setting up a tent, at least the one that you did have.
New person. You said you do fortunes.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have a fortune?
Of course. Yeah, sit. I got too
totally
impatient
called this,
and
Haley.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm so excited. This is exactly what I wanted. What's it called? Yeah, I got too impatient with Catherine, so I did hers in the cart. Yes, sit. So,
Alright.
Keith, this is wonderful to meet you. I am Laurel.
Laurel, I have to remember that. Laurel. Okay.
That's okay. You'll get it. Well. Would you mind first? I have not had a really prior contact with you. Would you mind if I try to take a look at your soul?
Here she goes again.
Sure. I don't know what that means, but okay.
I promise it's not nearly as invasive as you think it is. I'm just taking a look.
I don't even know what to think. I'm not going to lie to you.
Why are they
Wonderful.
sitting down on the ground across from each other? This looks weird.
Oh, she reads fortunes. She already did Kate's.
What?
All right. And so this is a funny time for Ensign to be looking at me because I do the unfocusing my eyes thing as I'm looking at Kaith, and I'm still shuffling my deck as I'm looking.
Ensign, you are actually looking at Laurel.
Yeah.
You see the same flickering image above her head.
I guess he wasn't fucking around.
What?
Oh, she's got this thing.
I don't see it, and I
Looks
usually
like
see
that.
everything.
Looks like
Oh,
that.
fuck.
Yeah,
But
no, that's
Kaith,
right.
as in contrast to when I had kind of done it to Cade without her permission, I start to unfocus my eyes, but as I look at you, I snap out of it really fast. And I drop a couple of my cards. Sorry. Let me take another look. And it'll happen again. And this time I'll come back out of it a little less spooked.
Is something wrong?
Are you aware of people calling people like old souls?
That would make sense. Considering the fact that I guess at some point I knew Elantris before he was a lesser god.
Fascinating the more I learn about you all. Fucking weird. I guess it's not a surprise to tell you that your soul is so much older than anything I've ever seen before.
I think we came to that conclusion.
Would you like to sit down for the reading, Ensign?
Tell me what. Fine, I'm not superstitious.
Insight check.
Roll
for it.
Awesome. I can't tell if he's fucking with me or not. Okay, that's
That doesn't for you.
oh, Jesus.
I'll
Right?
leave this one up to you, Ensign, as to what you want to give Laurel from her roll.
That is a 17 total.
Assume that he's generally not superstitious.
Okay. I couldn't tell if it was just a really bad lie or not. I'll go back to sort of ignoring you, as you said, but I'm facing Kaith again. You see, I come from a land where souls are sort of recycled. They never really leave the land. And so that means that there are several instances in which souls have been dying and coming back into new bodies for centuries, hundreds and hundreds of years. But your soul, well, for one thing, it is, as far as I can tell, maybe a couple thousand years old?
Oh,
Is that news to you? You don't look nearly as surprised as I would expect, so I assume not. Mhm.
Nah, track.
not as surprised.
All right.
I know that it's. I guess I've been around a while.
Yes, a while. I guess, yes, sorry, I'm a bit scattered now. Give me 1 second, then I'll gather my cards again and I'll start shuffling again. And I will take out the first card and it's the wheel again. And I'll look between the card and you. Cycles. This makes sense. Your cycle of life has continued over and over again, and though it feels more stuck.
I must be really bad at my job then.
Or incredibly good. You never know what your job really is. Do you know what your job is?
Not at all.
Interesting. And I'll pull out the next card. It's the King of Swords reversed. Do you happen to know in this analogy who your boss might be?
Oh, actually, I think Vol also got to see him. Kind of. It's Bahamut.
Oh. I'll just look at that card and put down the next one. And that's the 9 of Wands. Well, your future speaks of resilience. It speaks of someone who has faced odds and has beat them. You are a crop that comes back every season. It's impressive.
That's good, I think.
Yes. Yes, maybe we should try this again sometime. I feel like maybe my vision is a little off.
Okay.
Something is obscuring your weave, I think. I can always try again.
My what now?
Your weave. Sorry, it is how I conceptualize your sort of fate.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Strands and threads that intertwine and create the full picture of your existence.
Oh.
Perhaps next time I will try the bones. You seem like a bones person.
Okay, just gonna look at his horse. Yes.
We'll try the bones tomorrow.
Ensign, are you feeling better?
Not up for discussion, Cave.
Okay then.
I sort of nudge Ensign and lean in. What better way to poke holes in fate than knowing what's planned? You're going to get your fortune read.
It's just
fine.
Do it, Keo. Or not do it, Keo. Do it, Ensign. It sounds interesting.
Everything's just broad enough that they can just make it up.
I mean,
So
it
no
sounded
harm
pretty
then.
accurate with Kay, except for I kind of hated the way it just made it sound like he's a stepping stool that's just gonna die a whole bunch of times and come back, which is not exactly.
Like I said, his weave
Amazing
is...
how on track you guys are with this.
Try me.
No,
Tell me how bad I actually am. It'll be fun.
Ensign, I get the feeling that it's less that you are not superstitious and less that you outright do not believe.
I've experienced things that I could say the same to you.
All right. Well, see what the cards have to say, shall we? And I'll go through and I'll start shuffling. I'll offer you the same. Would you mind if I took a look at your soul?
Don't be scared of what you find in there.
You're gonna get bit.
Bit.
I'll let her.
Interesting. And yeah, I'll do the same thing where I will look at you, but my eyes unfocus. All right. And I won't say anything about what I see. And I'll just move on to my cards. I'll pull the first one, and it's the 2 of coins. Your childhood, it was not so much dark, it was, I don't know, claustrophobic? Underground,
Enough.
maybe.
Yeah, son of a miner.
There it is. See, but I also notice not just a physical compression, but perhaps also Well, an emotional one. Home was not nice, was it?
No.
I'm very sorry. And I'll pull the next. And it's the Eight of Cups. Ah. You were strong enough to walk away. It feels as though you've been walking for a very long time, though.
I've lost count how long.
Fair enough. I have also done quite a bit of walking. And I'll flip the last one. And it's the Chariot. But the problem with this poll is that the card, I've demonstrated very expert control of my cards and how they move and where I want them to go. But this one ends up, it kind of slips out of my fingers in a weird way and drops perfectly sideways. So neither upright nor reversed. That is a conundrum in and of itself. In the upright position, the Chariot tends to speak to self-control, a sense of discipline, which I imagine you have. You seem like a very dedicated person to your craft, no? It is obvious that this one looks up to you.
She's pointing at Keith, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
We all
Like,
know.
We all know.
Look back.
Just for the podcast listeners and all that jazz.
That's
you
fair,
know.
that's fair. I could have mentioned.
Yeah, for the podcast listeners, Kate did a little wave.
It was really cute.
Just, hi.
I smile at him. But see, in the reverse, the Chariot means a loss of will. Perhaps it has been taken.
Loss of choice.
No. A loss of will.
Okay. A bit direct. But may I show you something?
Sure.
I like hold my hand out.
Ooh, spooky. Yeah, cool. My slightly too long fingers. Grab your hand.
I will burn the extra shot to double my health site to give it to her. And within a 60-foot radius of you, you just see all these shadows that just bemuse and follow you around like ghosts. There's a lot more watching.
Haley, can I get an insight roll from you, please?
Hell yeah, you can. Actually, I'm going to use my portent roll because I rolled a nat 20 on it. And I'll take that.
Luck.
Yep. So that's a 24 total.
You insight these shadows, these images that you can see in front of you as living people on the other side of the veil. Basically, that what is right in front of you is right in front of you. You cannot touch it, you cannot feel it, but you know that it is there. How that is possible, you are not sure, but you can suppose it to be that, think of it as literally a curtain or a door to another dimension or a realm or world, and that these shadows are literally on the other side of this plate glass window, so to speak.
Gotcha. So they're like projections of themselves.
It's the fine line between what's here and what's not. This is why I do not believe what you can do. And I will let it go.
would you mind going for a walk with me?
Any objections to my possible murder?
All of them?
Oh, I will not murder him.
We'll just bring you back again.
No.
And one
I don't-
against 5. Like, I will not survive that. I am smarter than that.
Well, you can teleport.
A little.
I don't perceive there's a threat, so it should be fine.
What do
Yeah,
you perceive as a threat?
Anything actively trying to kill me.
Let them argue. Let's walk.
One moment. I'll look between all of you, and then I'll single down on Vess, and I'll look down at my hand. I'm going to rip off my pinky nail.
Why?
And I'm gonna hand it out to Vess.
I fully do not react like this is weird at all. I just take it.
Perfect. I figured.
I reacted as a per.
Adrian does.
Ugh.
What do I do with this?
Just hold on to it, and we will be able to communicate up to 10 miles in case we get kidnapped.
That's useful.
It is. Isn't it wonderful? My mother taught me how to do it. It's great. Anyways, I will return him soon. And then I'm gonna walk.
Go like 80, 100 feet away.
I feel like I lost so many brownie points with that, and it was well earned, and I'm proud of it.
Dumbass Kate is just looking at it. He's like, can I just like that too?
I don't know. Adrian just mutters to herself. Doesn't go 10 miles, but I still prefer message.
So yeah, jealousy, trying to replicate.
Straight up message, but
Concern.
at 10 miles with my nail.
Keo straight up looks at Cage and him. I think I agree with you.
I wonder if I can not.
So what, Laurel?
Hands down.
I do not know, of course, how much you have spoken with your companions. But I did want to, I don't know, commiserate, offer my own experience. You have made a deal, have you not?
Yeah.
How long ago?
Coming up on probably 6 years. A little longer, maybe.
Is this a part of it?
Yep.
Interesting. I have also made a deal with the devil. Although my devil probably far more handsome than your own. And a little less technically devil.
I didn't make a deal with a devil, Laurel. And he slowly reaches down and just pulls, and he literally wears a pendant for every single of the archdevils underneath his neck with the big 9.
Interesting. To be fair, I do not know much about yours. I come from a realm where, well, much of that has been cut off. And I did not... How do I explain this? I made a deal in exchange for a group much like your own. I traveled with several people through the lands that I called my home in the hopes of saving it. I had intended to bring the sun back. Matthias.
Love that Curse of Strahd tie-in.
I made that deal in good faith. But It quickly turned on me. My party was soon slaughtered, and I was left as a sort of indentured servant. So he preferred to call me a consort. I came here running from that.
So you're hiding. Trying to hide.
Desperately.
I'll make you a deal then. You can hide. But you do say you made a deal with something as dark and as powerful as you think. Then it will always find you.
I do not kid myself, Ensign. I'm not a fool. Though I do wonder, do you regret your deal yet?
I regretted it the day I had to make it. For myself and for everybody that it mattered to.
I'll take a pointed look back at the camp. And I think you would know, just know, that I'm looking at Vess. I hope, for both your sakes, either you die before the bill becomes due, or you find a way to reverse it before it is too late.
Unfortunately, there is no reversing what I did.
Then death it is.
I just need to embrace it, and unfortunately, death doesn't even solve that. I know where I go when I die. I know what I get to do. Here. And her. And this stupid fucking situation. It's nothing but a call to war. Personally. And to go out swinging.
You know, usually people come to me asking for ways to change their fate. I always feel so guilty when I tell them that there is no changing your weave.
You just gotta deal with what you put upon yourself.
Do you mean deal with the cards that you are dealt? Come on, you had to have seen the opportunity.
I don't like to make stupid jokes, but if we're on stupid jokes, as a friend of mine used to say, the devil's always in the details.
I've learned to take joy in the things that I can find. Stupid jokes are most of them.
I enjoy crushing skulls of people I find worse than myself.
Interesting. There's that discipline. I see it now. Well, We cannot stay for much longer. I am afraid that your friends might think I either attempted to murder you, that we both got murdered, or your special friend might get concerned.
First one wouldn't happen. Second one, I'd have to go off in a fireball explosion. And yeah, she might be.
Wonderful. Well, back we go.
Just your double comes coming, or your double shows up. I'll help.
If that is on the table, promise me this. My devil does come calling. You kill me while I am in this realm. A place where souls are not trapped.
Can't promise where you're gonna go after that.
Better than being stuck there, I promise.
You can count on me.
All right. And I walk back.
I follow.
So as you guys make your way back to the area where Volzada has set up her tent, I would assume, Ensign, at that point, you had left the bag of holding this time when you went for the walk.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Oh my God. He just keeps taking it.
I keep leaving with the bag, right?
I'm going to
I
assume
wish we
that
could go to bed.
I wouldn't actually assume, but while the two of them were off having the little chit chat, the bag of holding is there. You guys would have, I'm assuming, set up the tents. Is there anything the four of you would like to discuss before retiring to the tents?
Before retiring, Balzana will go. Somebody mentioned about us naming our group.
Yeah, that was me. Maybe you stop being called heroes.
Can we be called bottom of the barrel? That's what I feel like the gods have been doing to pick all of us. They just started scooping off the bottom of the barrel to see who they could kind of like get up because everybody else is dead. So we're like the last resort. Or last resort. I'm good with that too, but I like bottom of the barrel.
I am strangely offended by this.
You see Keo cock his head towards you a little bit. And he looks at you all and says, I don't think you're bottom of the barrel. I think that the gods have watched over and chosen the perfect crew to do what they need to be done. You may see yourself as weak or bottom of the barrel, but I'm sure that the gods see you as their fighting hope.
I mean, as in we're so weird, ragtagged, and messed up that it had to be the bottom of the barrel. When you think of heroes, you don't think of us. You think of like people who've come through, saved towns, and like gone through and done a whole bunch of things. No, we're like a group that's got slapped together, saved one town on random because we happen to be there. I mean, like, when you think of somebody who's like righteous and thinking like, ooh, I could save these people because not, shit, we gotta do this because we're the only ones here.
I want to be very clear. I don't like thinking of us as heroes. However, I did spend over 50 years trapped basically in a library, reading a lot of stories. And the beginning of all the hero stories are just a group of people who end up slapped together and save one town because they happen to be there, and then they go off and do heroic things. Again, I would like to specify, I don't like calling ourselves heroes. I certainly am not heroic in any way. It makes me extremely uncomfortable.
I'll come back in.
But I feel like if we're going by the hero's journey, we are just in the first few chapters, like all of the books I read growing up.
Am I allowed to classify myself as an antagonist instead? Maybe an anti-hero? I still don't like heroes.
Anti-heroes are a real thing, Ensign.
I mean, anti-hero would fit.
Valzana, I think another insightful thing that I'd like to tell you is, do you think that a god will choose somebody that is perfect for the role, or somebody that they can mold and shape into their own image to take
what they know and put it onto you so that you may one day rise up to be the hero that they know you can be?
That's kind of like asking me the difference between would you go to the store to buy a vase or would you go into the garbage and pick out the pieces of the one vase that broke from the neighbors and then put it together and hope that it still works?
Oh, it's more of a, I think he means I guess for your analogy, it'd be more like making a vase from scratch.
A pile of clay, but that would.
The way your
Ape is
mind
like a
works
hero.
is fascinating to watch happen in real time.
Kate, I understand, as a hero because he died a whole bunch, came back, died a whole bunch. So clearly they like him.
Or they have a serious vendetta. Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm going to go with the they might like me option.
I think more vendetta. Who lets you die over and over and over again and takes your memories every time? Sounds kind of rude to me.
I'll summon.
I wouldn't want to come back with the memories of me being murdered every time.
I'll summon the King of Swords card that I pulled for you that I didn't really comment on. I didn't really know a nice way to say it, but this card, when reversed, tends to mean manipulation.
Oh, so hate me.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, you're the definition of what my mom used to call, was saying that I should be. But you're like the bad version. My mother said that I was
that your mom says at face value.
Huh?
I'm not going to take
It's a good idea. She said to be the one to boost up other heroes and just make sure you don't die. I think you fail at the last part.
Or do I succeed? Because I'm already dead, so I don't actually truly die.
I feel like this is more of a philosophical question than a truly yes or no answer.
I think that it is almost reaching 11 o'clock at night, and I think we all need to get some sleep.
Sure.
And I think we're all starting just about nonsense.
Would someone mind holding on to this? And I'm going to hold up the lantern that you guys found. Perfect.
Put it in the bag.
No, please don't.
I think she needs that.
I think that is her, actually. I think
Well,
that's literally her.
It is me.
So
It is my home.
Oh, and you can't go to it if it's in the
You lit a
bag.
lantern. What?
You'll see in a moment, I guess.
It's a fairy.
Not Hex Blood. Yes, if you could just hold on to it, just make sure nothing kicks it, I guess. I usually just bury it a bit in the
I'll watch
snow.
it very closely. I'll watch it very closely.
Thank you. And then I'll just snap, and I disappear into a flurry of cards that then zip into that lantern. And I'm going to bed.
I really think that was the limit for the day.
Hard, Jamie? I'm getting very, very confused as to what a hag is.
Hags are apparently awesome.
A hag? It's a hag. It's a card genie.
Yeah, that's. I turn and go to the tent. I reach under. I pull the full necklace with all the pendants off secretly. Just do, and I throw it in the fire as I walk by.
What are you doing?
Interestingly enough, Cade is also by the fire, ripping up a piece of paper into very small pieces.
Is it the wanted poster?
Yes.
Yes.
Cursing herself, wishing she's should have fire cantrip.
Actually, I'm gonna roll stealth on that just to see how much I got away with.
Yeah, okay.
Cade's also not very receptive, and she's
Beth,
flipping
you
up
have
a
to
piece
roll
of
a
paper.
22 or higher, or 23 or higher to get it past Beth, but
No, Beth would see it, and that would be about it.
I don't say or do anything about it.
Above 16.
yeah, I would assume so. Catherine, what did you say? Sorry,
What?
you were
Did I
saying
say
something?
something?
I don't know.
Oh no,
thought
I
you
was
were.
muttering something under my breath about cursing because it would have been a lot more satisfying to light that shit on fire with magic, but Cater in fact didn't ever study fire cantrips at the academy, so she doesn't have any. So she
Or
just has
did
to be
you?
satisfied with ripping it up into small pieces and then feeding it to the fire.
Fair enough.
I know that we're getting toward the end, so we can absolutely do this next week, but I just want to put out there, I'm waiting until everyone has mostly retired before going over to Kaith to try and get the lantern to try and talk to Laurel once everyone is asleep. But we can do that next week if we need to, because I know we're getting toward the end here.
Keith probably want to stop
Do it
you.
now.
Yeah, just do it.
Do it.
We've got a few more minutes, like not much,
Do
but
it. Do it.
You're
Oh,
trying to
God.
steal my
Let's do it.
home.
Okay, so once everyone is like asleep or away or whatever, I go up to Kaith. I know you promised that you would hold on to the lantern, but I don't really know how it works. But I'd really may I have it for a moment, Kaith?
Sure, I don't see why not.
Thank you. I very
did
gently
you
take
throw
the
it at
lantern.
her?
No, Kate lifts it up.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just saw your hand. I just saw your hand go like this. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeet this guy. All right, if you want to
Just
catch
got-
Just like yeet it all over.
All right, if you want, you gotta
I
catch
take
it.
the lantern and walk away from Kaith and sort of away from the tents a little bit, and then sit down in the snow. And set the lantern like across from me as if it were a person. I'm sorry, I don't really know how this works. Laurel, can you hear me?
Wherever you're keeping my fingernail grows a little bit.
Oh, that's right, I
warm.
have your fingernail.
Yeah. And I will message Cantrip back to you. I can technically hear you, but it's very muffled.
Oh,
Did you need something? Is something happening?
no, it's fine. I just, do you have a moment to talk face to face?
Give me 1 second. And then I will, audience can see inside my lantern is a cozy little room, essentially. It's a little hangout space. It has carpets.
Portable apartment.
It just straight up is. You can blame Sam for this weird warlock that got built for her Curse of Strahd game.
I don't know what I was getting into, you guys. And then
Nope.
she brought it here. She's following me.
And then Kyle approved it. Way to go, us.
I thought it was a super cool idea, and like I said, you're an
It's
integral
dope.
part to the next part, so it really worked out that you did this. So
Hell yeah. So yeah, inside the lantern is a cozy little room. It has carpets, and I'd like to imagine that sort of, it looks like there are supposed to be windows that have like light or like dusk, and it kind of changes with the time. Of course, I can't see outside of this thing. I'm kind of stuck in here, and I have curtains up. There's a little table, that kind of thing. But I also have a bunch of my junk in here. So like, you see the like broken, sort of the collapsed version of a vendor stall in the corner with a bunch of like rugs and blankets to put over it, and a little table and that kind of thing. Like, all of my shit's in here. So I'm gonna really quickly scramble around, grab a sleeping bag and like a one-person tent, and I'm gonna stuff that away, and I'm gonna grab an actual lantern and like that, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, and then I'll snap and I'll pop back out of the lantern.
Oh, there's a lot of cards every time you do that. It's very,
Sorry.
there's a lot of showmanship. No, it's showmanship. I get it. My parents would hire people that were a little bit like you. Not like you. Sorry. Do you need a soul to have your fortune read?
Where I come from, there are people who do not have souls. They are empty. To be fair, they do not typically come to get their fortunes read, so I do not think I've ever had the experience of such a thing.
But in theory, is it possible?
I am willing to try. Do you have reason to believe you do not have a soul?
I've been informed, yes.
Oh. Would you mind if I took a look?
Yes, through my own study, it may only be partial. I don't really know, but yes.
All right. Cool. And I'll do my thing where I stare at you weirdly and then my eyes go unfocused. Kyle, I don't think I actually asked you about this part. What do I say?
I don't think I actually know about this part, so...
Oh, no, it's the weird curse that my race has.
Right.
Mhm.
I did not remember that when we talked, Haley. I am so sorry.
You're okay.
Surprise!
There's no way you could have prepared a fortune teller for everything, okay?
No, it was hard enough to prepare it for the people that you've done it for so far.
Right?
And then of course it's like, oh, well, it wasn't exactly as I expected it, but I mean it's been great because it's like it's hit on the right points, so
I'm out here making everything weird.
But yes, what Sam is saying is basically true, that the Shadar Kai elves are relatively soulless.
So yeah, so I guess I'll look and I'll pull back. It's very odd. You're correct. I assume you already know there is a void there. But
So it's true then.
Who told you that you have no soul?
A priest, a very long time ago. I was a child.
Oh. What I already respect you too much to lie for your comfort.
I want the truth, please.
There is a void where your soul should be. But in the same way that I could sense that Kadrian had been, I don't know, had a passing glance with the divine. The similar could be said for you, except it is a far more intense grasp. It is almost like something, or, well, a particular someone has left a sort of mark of ownership on what has been taken.
That's a walking theory confirmed. Thank you.
Of course. So I'm assuming you would like your fortune read?
If it's possible with something like me, yes.
Well, I'm sure I could try for someone as nice as you. And I'll shuffle my cards. And I'll do my thing. And I'll flip the first. And I'll, laugh to myself because it's death. Upright.
I join you in laughing. Bit on the nose there.
They sometimes have a bit of a sense of humor. Cards. Of course, there was, I know it is rude to eavesdrop, but there is no way for me to avoid hearing you in such a tiny card. I think you already know what this card means. Not just an end of things, but a cycle. New beginnings. I must wonder, though, what you have been told by priests and this card being in the position of the past. You had to brush with death very young.
I drowned, yes. And that's when things began to change.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'll flip the next one. And it's the Eight of Swords. Odd. It's a sort of entrapment. You seem to have feelings on this.
Your word choice is accurate.
Trapped, like a bird in a gilded cage.
A gilded cage indeed. One I'm returning to. As it may be?
El Torel, yes?
Home.
Yikes.
Oh, do hope you don't stay with us long enough to meet my family.
I do not think I would like them. No offense, but I have been to your hometown and I did not like it very much.
No, neither do I. Please, sully its name all you wish.
It is cold and lifeless. It is.
Well, I am certainly a product of where I was raised.
Oof. Now that is a lie if I've ever heard one.
I don't know if you know me well enough to say if it is or not.
All right. And I'll flip the last card. And it's the 10 of Cups. I have it on good authority to believe I am correct. You may not see it now. Maybe you refuse to, or maybe it is being hidden from you. But you will find fulfillment. You will see someday that you are good. You do not have to trust me or believe these words. It is all right. But I do believe that one of these days you will be faced with the grandness of your own self-worth.
Self-worth. Certainly a term that's following me around these days.
So I'm one of many signs then.
I don't know about many, but maybe one of few important ones. And I look over toward all of the tents, and eventually my eyes land on the one that Ensign went into.
Yes. I've been here so short a time, and yet all of you are. The threads in your weaves intertwine in such a fascinating way. But you two, braided together in practically a weave of its own.
I'm not sure how to take that. Well, thank you. This was informative.
Of course. When I found the wanted sign for Catherine, it was strange. I often get glimpses into certain things without warning. It is not always something that I can control. But I knew that when I saw her face on the poster, I was supposed to find her. It was weird, but exciting. I had only been moving around this realm out of necessity and moving from place to place for the sake of it. And now I had a purpose. But then to come and meet all these people she has surrounded herself with. Now that's an adventure. One that I hope to be very helpful on for as long as possible.
Well, we can use all the help we can get. It's quite the adventure we've been sent on, and I'm not certain we're all particularly pleased about it.
People are rarely happy to be tugged along by fate.
No, that is very true. I serve my own mistress of fate in some ways.
I noticed. And I will pull out, I have clipped to my belt a number of charms on a ring. And some of them you recognize, some of them you don't, but you can kind of get the gist that most of them are holy symbols, a scattering of different kinds. And I do find specifically the Raven Queens.
Oh, I do hope you kept that secret in Elturel. They would stone you to death for having so many.
Yes, I got the weirdest feeling off of somebody in a tavern, and let's just say, I didn't see things going well for me there, so I left very quickly.
A good choice. Well, I've bothered you and kept you up late enough.
I do need
Thank
to
you.
now set a tent, so
Yes.
it'll be fine.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Have a good night.
You as well.
I'll walk off. I'll go to the tent. I'll hesitate outside for a moment. Graded.
Yes. I have first watch taken care of. If you would like some rest.
That would be nice. I can take second if you want.
All right, I'll be sure to wake you. I'm not sure. I mean, you can do 4 hours. I can probably do 4. Might be a little tired in the morning, but it'll be fine.
If you're sure, I can take the second half as long as I get my 4 hours in.
Of course, of course. No problems. I'll take care of it for the first 4.
Thank you, Kia.
You're welcome.
And he will shift into his bear form and start making his patrol. You would also notice that the other 3 spirit bears have come out as well.
All right. So, take my breath. Rated. And I'll walk in and go to sleep. And go into my trance.
So as the final party members settle into bed for the evening, the vision that Valzana had earlier today creeps into all of your dreams. You see lightning streak across the sky, thunder echoing through your ears, dragons plenty flying in a lower circle around this huge set of stairs of this ebony carved, almost like obsidian looking stone. These stairs that just climb up and up and up. And in the sky, the 5-headed dragon known as Tiamat and the silvery white dragon of Bahamut circling each other, circling and circling. And as the image fades away, you all hear the scream and the flash of fire before you finally fall into an undisturbed sleep. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Amazing.
Great. Good night's sleep, Hoop.
Thanks for sticking out that extra 25 minutes, everybody. I wanted to get that, if it came up, I wanted to get that final one out and get that final piece said. But what'll happen next time? Will they determine what this is, with the dragons circling and Tiamat and Bahamut in the same sky. Will they rescue Elandris from the elemental plane of fire, or will they let him burn there? Who knows? And what is it that Kadrine was looking for? What did she steal from the Red Wizards that have amounted to such a hefty price tag for her head?
They're just bitter that someone almost stole something from them.
Until next time, friends, may your dice be as unlucky as our rolls. We'll see you next time. Bye for now, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.